And I'm live. Here we go again. Hello, everyone out there who might want a little entertainment on your Sunday afternoon. Yes, it's time for another chat party. And I'll put up some links. There they go. And hopefully we can have some fun today. Hello, Christopher. Boy, you're right on the beam there. Wow. I wasn't even on 30 seconds and bang. So how are you today, Christopher? How are you doing? That's I think the fastest I've ever had anyone say hello. Hello. Anyway, yeah, the last time I was on was my retirement party. No, Stephen, no. If I can help it, no. No, no, no. Please, none. So anyway, yeah. Hello, Tom. I guess I got an indie discs. Yeah, I gotta have my hand on the thing here. So my last video stream was the retirement party, and it was a shambles because it wasn't very much of a retirement party at all. So I hope this kind of makes up for it. Somebody was saying that, oh my gosh, like I'd rather sniff glue than watch this. So I really hope we have a better show today, okay? So anyways, I want to show you something here. In case you haven't seen, I have a retirement present from work. It's $200. Where's my finger at? $200 of eBay money. It sounds all cool, right? We'll just read what Tom's got to say first. Just got a bunch of free CDs. Ooh, wow. Cool. Nice. Anyway, yeah, got this eBay thing. Hiya, Kimba. How do? Got my hands free. I can't click. So I got this eBay card worth $200. And since I'm from Canada, and most of like 85%, 90% of the sellers are from the US, they all say free shipping. And when it comes to the actual shipping, since I'm in Canada, and I see something that I like and I want to go to the checkout with it, it says, oh, you're in Canada, eh? Well, that's going to cost you like $28 shipping. And I'm going like, the item I'm trying to buy is like $8. $8 plus $28 shipping. Well, that doesn't sound like a heck of a deal to me, I must say. So delete the out of the cart and then go shopping again and then see something else that might look decent. Hey, Tripper, Day Tripper, how are you? Nice to see you there. Now, here's an idea. I'll ship the eBay card to Steve, and he'll pay the shipping. So that's kind of like free shipping, right? Well, not really, because I don't get any merchandise out of it, do I? That doesn't quite work. Oh, Indie Discs has a lovely eBay store full of lovely CDs. But how much does it cost to ship to Canada? That's the big question. Like $30 if I see something there that I might want. Yeah, Canada shipping is ridiculous. It is. So I've been able to get very little from this. I did get a couple things. I've got a printer cartridge it was available from Ottawa. That's in Canada. What do you know? So Canada to Canada, that turned out to be a half-ass deal. Okay. And what's the other? Oh, the other thing I got was a Yellow Submarine DVD that says it's rare. It's in a yellow DVD case. Says it's rare, and it was only $20. and the shipping was like 3. And I went, I can handle that. But the trick is, how rare is it really? I was hoping somebody out there might know. So if anybody, hiya Dave, the pickup artist. Love that Dr. Smith thing. Look at that. Look at Dr. Smith. And he's got the green girl behind him. Handsome, pretty handsome Dr. Smith. Yeah, so if anybody out there really knows about the Yellow Submarine DVD and its releases, I think it was from 1999 it had said. And if it's really rare to be in the yellow case or not, please, hopefully somebody let me know whether I got rooked or not, okay? Yeah. Hey, Tom, 1 day into retirement, how am I feeling? Very good. Yes, very good. Nice shirt. Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm advertising. Yes, yes. Oh, hi, Robert P. He knows nothing. Have you ever heard of anything like this? You know, is that something that people have known for a while? That oh yeah, Yellow Submarine comes in a yellow case, or it's never been in a yellow case. Well, I've got one in a yellow. Maybe it was put in a yellow case. I can do that. You know, I can get a case over here and stick it in a blue case and say, look, it's rare. Look, it's worth. If it's that rare, why was it only $20? No idea. No idea. Ooh. Tom's going to show Kim something later. Yes. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this is day 2 of retirement. And really, it just feels like a plain old Sunday. You know, it's just the weekend. Tomorrow is the day when it becomes reality. When I look over at the clock and I say, I don't have to get up. Yeah. Okay. Yellow Submarine was remixed in 99. Well, that's the album. And the film was cleaned up. Cool. Yeah, I think it came out on Blu-ray. And I got the DVD one because really cartoons on Blu-ray doesn't impress me. You know, it's just lines and drawings, right? So what, if prove me wrong or tell me I'm wrong, that a cartoon on Blu-ray is better than DVD. I really don't see the reason for cartoons on Blu-ray. Now I see the Tex Avery stuff is coming out on Blu-ray, but not on DVD. So like, okay, I may have to go the Blu-ray route on that. And I tried to use my wonderful eBay card on that. No, that didn't work as well. So like there was stuff out there that I could have got, but like the shipping just killed the deal, you know? So, oh, wait a minute. Doc likes IMAX on Blu-ray. Wouldn't you need an IMAX TV for that? You know, like that 8K stuff. I don't understand that stuff. And we've named the baby today, Anthony Richard Cole. I'm gonna call him Cole. Oh, that's nice. I thought there was another one coming. Isn't there another baby due or something? There's a daughter due any time now. I thought so. Anyhow, hello Jorgen, how are you? Always good to see you. And oh, March 2nd. Oh, I thought it was any time now. Oh, okay. Yes, and Jorgen, if you come on, we can talk about your channel because I watched your video about future plans for my channel, and I agreed with some of them, especially the one I'll tell you about later if we happen to talk about it. And Robert P, let me know if you get anything in the mail tomorrow. Oh, Robert P has a VCLT coming, does he? Well, that sounds pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I hope the shipping numbers will be good. Oh, need a link for that? Okay. Bing. I think it's there. I think it's there. I think so. So anyway, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a better show today than I did 3 days ago. So, right, there's Mason. Hello, Mason. How you doing? He's froze already.
Hey, Doc.
Is he there? Hello, hello. You're half froze there, Mason.
I am.
Yep, you're sitting there.
World. What the world?
I know. What in the world's going on? It must be that internet connection, right? Might even have Mike Mason stop by. That would be something.
I shouldn't. Am I frozen still?
So far, no. Ooh,
Okay, good.
That's too much. I still got to learn some of these buttons. What is happening? Everyone have a good weekend. I'm on the longest weekend of my life. Every day is a Saturday now. Mr. Shiza. Hey, Stephen, are you having the your show later on? I think last week was canceled. What about this week? What's going on with this week?
Oh, Van's here and he wants in.
I know that. I want to have a good show today.
Van, you're a nice kid, but you got to respect that Doc doesn't want you on at this moment.
Yes, I want to keep my viewers. Yes. JorgenS here. JorgenS here. Yeah. So anyway, I was telling you, Jorgen, that I was watching your video on how to make the channel better, that sort of thing, right?
My response to Steve Carlson.
What's that?
My response to Steve Carlson.
Problem. Well, anyway, Matt and Steve's at 3 p.m. PST.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said my response to Steve Carlson.
To Steve Carlson?
Yeah, it was a response to Steve Carlson.
Oh, well, I was going to tell you today, I wasn't going to type it in on your video, but the one where you were talking about improving your channel for the next year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I totally agree with one of your ideas, and that is get a cat.
I had a little problem with that, so I haven't given up that thought.
Oh, what's the problem?
A cat.
That is the problem. No, to improve your channel, get a cat. And I've thought about it myself that, yeah, you go out on YouTube and people have got cat videos like crazy, and even I watch them, at least the better ones.
Well, the cat wasn't my idea. It was Steve Carlson who has suggested that everyone should get a cat, and I said that I have a little problem, and I jokingly said that outside there are cats running around every now and then, so maybe I should go out and pick a cat.
and just
wasn't that happy about it.
Yeah, just go out and grab one. Like, all right, I've got one. Yeah, yeah. Kimba says, yeah, Doc has a white cat. Yeah, but it's kind of stiff. Yeah. Tom loves your room, Jorgen.
I love Jorgen's room too.
Yeah, I'm like, look at all that stuff. Look at behind him there.
And you know, my room is slowly but surely coming along. I mean, we've got an upcoming insulation project in the spring.
I can reveal that tomorrow there will be a room tour up on my channel.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Tune in tomorrow for the Jorgen room tour.
It'd be wonderful if I could find your channel.
It is in the same name as my name here.
Yeah.
But you know how YouTube is, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, he likes your room too. Yeah. Like that is a ton of records back there. Yeah. It's like,
if I can say it like this, I think it looks more because my room isn't as big as everybody else. Maybe I share my record room in the bedroom.
ooh. Tom likes dogs, but cats are cool too.
Oh, are you the one that's got 300 subscribers?
376, I think.
Oh, 380.
Oh, it's going up. It's going up as we speak. Here we go. Yeah, we're on an upward climb there. Yeah. Oh, day tripper. Dog's only, not a cat person. Uh-oh. Well, maybe we can get a dog and a cat.
Yeah, I'm not much for cats myself. I'm a doggo guy.
And I'm not much for dogs. I'm a cat guy, but that runs in the family.
I'm a cat guy. I can only stand dogs for so long, you know. They bite, you know, and they bark. They make a lot of noise. You know, I live in an apartment building, and the people across the hall have got what's that? The black dog, Labrador dog thing.
What do you mean, talking about Brady?
No, that's German Shepherd.
Oh, he's got
No,
another.
No,
He's got another dog.
black lab. You know, just picture a medium-sized, short-hair black dog. That's like golden retrievers are nice. They're always smiling. I don't know what it is about golden retrievers. They smile a lot, all the time. Black retrievers are kind of like.
When I was younger, I was afraid of dogs. That had, of course, been easier today. But I don't know. I think the dog's a little too. I think cats are cuter in some form.
I think so too, and you can't trust dogs. You know.
I don't know. Depends on how they are raised.
You know, like I was a mailman once. You know.
Okay, naturally.
You know where this is going, right?
Yeah.
I got bit twice by dogs being a mailman. You know, and the one even said, you know, like I think I had a package that day. You know, and you bang on the door, and I got a package, and the dog comes to the door, and I kind of like, ugh, and oh, don't worry, the dog doesn't bite. Yeah, so.
Like when I was younger, I hated when dogs was going to jump up on you, and I said, I don't want jumping dogs. Oh no, he don't jump. He's so nice, and still next minute.
Yeah, they're always like, oh yeah, but they're happy to see you.
Yeah,
and they're as tall as you are. And you're sort of like, down, boy, down. Oh, gosh, gee. Well, of course, we've had cats that would climb you. You know.
Yeah. I respect dogs, but I don't. I necessarily don't need one at home.
I want to talk about what I've been listening to lately, because I just got, well, through the help of Ron Bodery, he was playing this on his show last night, but there's this album that came out in 1969. Now, it's not Jimi Hendrix Experience, but it's, you know, kind of in the same style, but you know, kind of very psych sounding thing, and it's an album that's all instrumental, and there's like 2 Beatles covers on there. They do Get Back and Hey Jude, and I started playing that thing this morning. I'm like, this is pretty good, actually.
He liked it. Hey, Mason. So what is this record?
Okay, let me pull it up, because I added it to my library. Okay, the record is called Hair and Things by Dennis Coffey Trio.
Oh, that's the one that was on the Ron Bodery show yesterday.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. I thought that was too weird for my taste.
I liked it, you know.
You know, like he was playing it, and you know, I don't know. You compared it to Jimi Hendrix, though.
They're kind of in the same spirit. They don't really sound alike, but they just kind of sound
I didn't think
in the same spirit.
But well, what was that title? Had the green guitar on the front. Heads and something. What was the title of it again? Dennis Coffey. Gosh, I can't remember now. But how does he get away with playing that and not getting spanked by YouTube?
Well, because the sound quality coming through StreamYard on the screen sharing thing is not, I guess, not good enough for YouTube to detect it as actually being something.
Really? I could tell it was something.
Favorite Tom Petty Heartbreaker song? I'll tell you right now. It's a toss-up between Last Dance for Mary Jane, or Mary Jane's Last Dance, or however it's called, or Learning to Fly. Toss-up between those two.
For me, it's a toss-up between Don't Get Around Here No More or Running Down a Dream.
Running Down a Dream is good, but I also like Century City.
I like that one you mentioned also, the other one that you mentioned also, Nathan.
Yeah.
Or the both of them you mentioned.
Diane Coffey? No. It was dang, I can't. Who Coffey was it? Not Peter Coffey. Mason, help me. Not Diane Coffey. It was Dennis Coffey.
Dennis Coffey Trio is what the group was called.
Yeah. Whoops. Meant to hit that one. Okay. I Need to Know and The Waiting. The waiting is the hardest part. That's oh, Folgers Coffee. Oh.
I don't know if this one counts or not, but I like the Tom Petty song. Crap.
Don't Come Around Here No More.
I don't know if it's Tom Petty solo or we're done with the Heartbreakers. I gotta look that one up, and I'm forgetting the name of the song off the top of my head too.
How come nobody likes Century City but me?
I hardly heard it.
Yeah, that song, that Tom Petty song, "She's a Woman in Love." That's not me. From 1981. I don't know if that's Tom Petty completely solo or if it was with the Heartbreakers. But if it is with the Heartbreakers, add that to my list.
Set that to Discogs or something. Well, did you know the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup? Oh yeah,
Apple Music says that it was actually done with the Heartbreakers, so yeah, that counts.
Ooh, you gonna get smacked, Tom.
And if it was Tom Petty solo, I think that counts too. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the band, I think.
No, I don't think so either. I think Tom Petty is Tom Petty across the board, with or without. It's just plain Tom Petty. You can just go with it.
I like the song he did with Stevie Nicks also, on Stevie Nicks' Belladonna album.
Ooh.
And I love everything he did with the Wilburys.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Especially his vocal on "End of the Line." That was a very touching song. And the music video for that was actually recorded after the passing of Roy Orbison, because there's the reference in it, the empty chair with the guitar.
Now I have to ask Mason a question. How can you see my private chat?
What do you mean, how can I see your private chat? On my screen, there's the list of the comments from the peanut gallery, and then there's private chat. I can click on private chat, and
isn't that supposed to be my private chat? How?
Well, I think it's referring to, because only people that are up on screen with StreamYard can see the private chat. The peanut gallery can't. So it's private in that sense.
Normally, it's us who are on the screen that can chat privately.
I don't know. I just found that kind of weird. But hey, let's add a new person in here. It's Joe.
Hey. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
You came in at a perfect time talking about Tom Petty.
Yeah, we're on a Tom Petty.
Yeah, I was wondering what you guys were talking about. I saw a Tom Petty question pop up.
Yeah.
Someone asked us what our favorite Heartbreaker songs were, and I named my three.
Oh, good. That's right up my alley. It's hard for me to decide, but I always go with like "Refugee" is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Whoa.
I like that one, Joe. I like that one.
Great one.
Oh,
Learning to Fly is a good one.
What is it?
Learning to Fly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like Jammin' Me. I like. Here Comes My Girl.
Hmm.
There were a lot of them I like.
A lot of good ones.
A Woman in
Yeah.
Love, That's Not Me.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Which one was the Stevie Nicks one?
To be honest, actually, I always thought.
Uh-oh.
Stop dragging my heart. Stop dragging my heart around. That's the
that
Stevie Nicks one.
That must be it. Yeah.
That's just that's considered Stevie Nicks, really.
Ooh. But nobody here likes Century City. How come?
Century City.
Yeah, I think it's from the first album.
I'm not sure, but I think Century City is where they filmed Conquest of the Planet of the Apes on the Century City Fox mall shopping mall. So.
But I don't know. That one got some really good airplay around here.
Actually, there's one great proof of how great I think Tom Petty is that normally I think that a lot of things that Jeff Lynne produced after ELO was dreadfully boring and sounded pretty much alike. He produced Joe Cocker, he produced a lot of those older guys that was dreadfully boring. But when I heard Into the Great Wide Open album, I actually thought that this one was amazing, great. So Tom Petty is the exception from the rule.
I think that Jeff Lynne's work on Flaming Pie was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, we're back into Paul. No, but I like. I do like Jeff Lynne. Yeah, I do like Jeff Lynne's stuff, and not everybody does. I mean, I'm not a big ELO fanatic, but I do like it. I like his style.
And of course, I liked him in the Wilburys too.
Yeah.
Even though George will always be my favorite Wilbury.
Well, I was lucky with that band because I liked everybody in it. Everybody in there I like.
Jeff Lynne.
And End of the Line is a fantastic song, as I was saying before. I work for a grocery store, and at least once a week I hear that song on the intercom system. It just brings a smile to my face because I'm like, they're actually throwing a good song in the mix of a bunch of crappy ones.
Yeah, it's amazing how, I remember when, back to talk with Tom Petty, when Full Moon Fever came out in '89, I thought, well, what a great album, and I still do. But, boy, it's hard to believe how overplayed songs like Free Fallin' have become now. But back then, it was like fresh then in '89.
Free Falling's not even, it's a good song, but it's not even on my top 5 Tom Petty songs list. Mary Jane's Last Dance, A Woman in Love, She's Not Me, Learning to Fly. Those three, I like 3 of those better than Free Fallin'.
I actually don't have that album yet. It is on my wish list, that Tom Petty album.
Oh, another song I love that would be in my top 3 or 5, I forgot to mention, was You Got Lucky. It's a song that I like a lot.
And I just forgot to mention one too, American Girl.
Oh, yeah. Of course, that's one of the most obvious I forgot. Yeah.
Well, people, I have another joiner. Are you ready? It's Vinyl Richie.
It's Vinyl Richie.
It's Vinyl Richie. Wow.
Oh my God, I'm going to meet Beetle Brad.
We're still working on it. You never know when Beetle Brad might show up. But we got Vinyl Richie. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'll be a sub for Vinyl.
Yeah, we're doing everybody's Tom Petty deal here, Vinyl Richie. What do you have a couple you'd like to share?
I'm mostly familiar with his 70s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I just know the hits.
That's really mostly all I know anyway.
Yeah. I actually saw Tom Petty in '76. He was opening for Blondie. I don't think he had a record out yet.
Really?
Yeah, nobody there knew who he was.
Yeah, I got to see him twice. I'm happy to say. It was in '89, really, with the Full Moon Fever.
Yeah, that
tour.
was a big record. That one.
Yeah.
Probably a great show.
DC before they were big, nobody knew who they were.
Oh, really?
I was like, who are these guys? They'll never make it.
By the way, Doc, I didn't get a chance to tell you. I mean, I am very envious of you being a free man.
Oh, well, thank you.
I saw you had a retirement party. Congratulations.
He's showing off his MeanMrMayo shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's coincidence.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
When
That's
I grow up, I want to be like me, Mr. Mayo. Yeah.
You know,
He's got
I've
one for he's got one for Dickie Dolan too.
I've worn this shirt in a video, and then someone will comment, "What's your beef with me, Mr. Mayo?" And I go, "I don't have a beef with him. I actually like the guy. If I had a beef with him, I wouldn't have made the shirt. You know, I'm not like that."
Yeah. There's some ideas I have for shirts that I still want to make. One of them is Beatles Snob. That's one I was thinking of calling my channel that once, but that's
Yeah, I think you.
Like the old cartoon.
Well,
logo.
Ron Bodery has announced that he's taking the design from Invisible Ray's shirt of Macca, and he's gonna make T-shirts of it and give it out to people in the vinyl community.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
I like that Richard Dolan shirt. You know, like that. Does it have that? I'm gonna meet Beetle Brad on it.
That was, I gotta say, that was a highlight. That was funny. You know, I give credit where it's due, and I thought that was very funny with that one.
I think that line is going to live in infamy. Hello, Brian.
Yeah, and whenever Rachel does that, if she like was on and she plays that in the atmosphere,
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
You know, she's got the reverb or the echo on. It's like it's coming from everything.
Well, I think that's the way Invisible Ray edited it with that reverb.
He didn't do it that way.
I think so.
Oh,
Yes. It's funny.
Yeah.
yeah. So Richard took it in the best light. You know, like he's like,
Yeah.
in front of me. I don't know.
Well, it's growing on him. It's growing on him. Let's put it that way. He's slowly getting over his issues with Invisible Ray.
And yesterday they were having a kind of like a not a pledge drive, but I guess a subscription drive.
Yeah.
So last I seen, he was up to 373.
That's
Oh,
good.
he got higher up now. He got at least up to 390 today.
Good for him.
Wow, fantastic, Richie. That means you can start making videos again.
Yeah. Once he
I
gets
don't
to
know.
400.
Didn't Richard? He had a video, right? He was saying that one of us, so he got a shave. He shaved in order to get some subscribers. Then I saw.
Yeah, that was
Right.
a bet.
What was the other one that he would shave his head if he got a certain amount of
500.
subscribers? I put in a comment. I said, "I'll give you 5,000 subscribers if you grow hair."
That would be tough.
Yeah. Well, hello to everybody in the comments. By the way, I see a lot of people here.
And that's
Robert,
good. That's good.
Robert P, Stephen Schnee, everybody, George. I don't want to miss anybody. Tom's
Yeah,
Vinyl Check, Day
That's
Tripper.
much better than last week, I will say.
If you read, it was 20 it was a few subscribers up to 400, I think. And if I had 400 subscribers, he would shave his head.
Whoa.
No, well, that's not enough.
Well, after he gets done this, then you'll be up to the 500 subscription contest or whatever it is. It just goes on and on. And on.
Yeah, it never stops.
It never stops. But Joe, I have a question for you.
What?
Did you say you were going to get rid of all your Elvis stuff?
Oh, Elvis. Well, I want to liquidate it, but pretty much I think I'm going to keep them. Like what? I don't know what the word is. Maybe the standard stuff, the mainstream kind of stuff, regular albums.
Oh, so you're not divesting yourself of all Elvis.
But like maybe some imports or unusual like compilations and things like that. Maybe, you know.
Okay, because otherwise I was in shock.
Well, let me tell you, Doc. You know, this vinyl thing. You know, it's hard because I made a video not too long ago saying I was going to just go into CDs now again from anything that wasn't Beatles collectible. And I just got from my record store. I don't have it in front of me. Wait till I wish I had. I could go. Oh wait a minute, I do have it in front of me. Hold on, because we got a fan here, Mason. Hold on a minute. And then you see stuff like this, and I just I'm buying vinyl. As a matter of fact, there was a Mae West album. Did you ever?
Oh, you actually bought that?
I didn't buy it, but I heard it. I thought it was a riot. Mae West, Way Out West. There was a rock album.
And Hey Jude or something on it. Or Dave?
I got these two things, which are
Oh yeah,
basically
Shut Down Volume 2. That's a great early Beach Boys album, and
no,
it's got your
but they're not the albums. They're
They're
jukebox EPs.
Ooh.
I don't know how to do this on it. Okay,
They're
and there are
EPs.
six tracks on them. There's small, the 7-inch.
Wow.
Oh well, does the Beach Boys thing? Does it have your favorite song, "Don't Worry, Baby" on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know the regular one does.
Yeah, Fun is on here, and Don't Worry, Baby, and the other ones, I don't really know them well, or anything.
I didn't even know they had EPs.
And the other one, of course, was More of the Monkeys, smaller, 7-inch.
Oh, Tom
Walter
Check will like that one.
But you see, that's the thing, they're right, they're not LPs, but I was like, again, they're cool, I want them, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I almost bought. All right, you ready for this? I almost bought today a 10-inch, 12-inch record from Canada, Best of Culture Club, Boy George and Culture Club. I almost, and I put it back. I said, I think I got a CD of that. That's good, So, you get the fever, Vinyl Richie, do you have that kind? I mean, maybe not that particular artist, but do you have that thing where you buy records sometimes? You get the bug that you.
All the time.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, if you have vinyl in your name, I would think so.
It just goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got this eBay card worth just less.
Would you say that if "Don't Worry, Baby" was not on that record, would you say that "Warmth of the Sun" might be your favorite if "Don't Worry, Baby" wasn't on that one?
The first thing that I don't know if I would have bought it, to tell you the truth. And I got it for $5, which is ridiculous. All right, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's not in great shape. The Monkeys one, that was several times more than that. But what were you saying now? The Warmth of the Sun. Those are the ones I didn't really know. Of course, keep an eye on Summer, and the Warmth of the Sun. I mean, I have the album, but I didn't know those.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but "The Warmth of the Sun," the song was actually written the night before the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting tidbit. And Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Terrible version of that, I think. I mean, I say it's not.
I really like Brian Wilson's voice on that version.
Yeah, I should. I went too far with that. I mean, I like Frankie Lyman so much with that it's hard to listen to somebody different. Is really what it is. I suppose.
Yeah,
that's really. And then in the parking lot is another one that,
I think in the parking lot is just straight up fun in general.
Well, it's early Beach Boys. I like the early stuff.
Yeah, I've judging on your taste, Joe, I would not recommend you try to check out something that's in the same vein as Pet Sounds, knowing what you think of that album. But if I could make a suggestion for a good early Beach Boys album that it has a little bit more of a professional production style, but not to the level of Pet Sounds yet. Try the Beach Boys Today from 1965. The Wrecking Crew play all over it.
Yeah, I might even have that. I'm not sure.
I would say of the early Beach Boys albums, that one's my favorite. You got Glenn Campbell playing guitar on Dance, Dance, Dance. So,
Glenn Campbell, I just heard Southern Nights on the radio on the way back from the record store. So,
yeah, I think Pet Sounds is one of the most overrated records ever.
Well, I mean,
on that we agree.
Me being a huge Beach Boys fan, naturally I'm going to love the record, but I can understand why people would think it's so overrated and overplayed. Yeah. It kind of is, but
I don't think it's overplayed.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
No,
I agree. Yeah, you're right. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is overplayed.
There's 4 good songs on it. 4 out of 10. What makes it such a good album?
Yeah, there's so many. They're just downer songs. A lot of them. I don't know. I've tried many times. I have the CD, put it in the car, and it's like, man, this is just not doing it.
And I remember Joe being in his record store, and I thought he was actually getting into the album, like he was hearing it in his record store.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm now up to 4 times, and I'm like, nah, it's just not as bad to me as the first time, but it's just not my thing after 4
Oh,
times.
I remember
really.
that. I remember that first video that I saw of you bashing that, and I'm
10
like,
out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ooh. Instead of Michael Nestor. Wow.
I agree. It's overrated. I haven't heard, but I think it's overrated.
I haven't heard it.
So, it has some great songs on it, but man,
Yeah, 4 of them.
yeah.
well, I mean, wouldn't it be nice is a great opener album.
That's the best song on the album for me.
And God only knows is a
Yeah, like I
very
say,
fantastic
every
album.
time I hear somebody, you know what's hysterical to me? I mean, look, I accept things like everybody, most people, again, well, a lot of fans love the album. A lot of music people love the album. But every time they talk, what's hilarious to me is every time they say, "Oh, what a great album! Wouldn't it be nice?" God only knows. Oh, those are the ones I like. There's a lot of other tracks on there.
Who's John B? That's 4.
Yeah,
that's cool, right?
no, Sloop Dumpy's a good song, but I don't think it belongs on Pet Sounds.
Nothing
Yeah,
belongs in that song.
I really wish they would have put Good Vibrations on there.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: they couldn't because it wasn't finished when Pet Sounds came out.
Yeah.
Brian Wilson worked the rest of the summer and the early part of the fall off making Good Vibrations, and Pet Sounds was released in the spring or early summer or something like that.
But you know, I heard that Smile, and you can forget. I'll take Pet Sounds over what I heard of Smile.
Wow.
So,
Well, the thing
Oh,
with that
Smile's
was
terrible.
he was trying. He had heard Sgt. Pepper's, and he was trying to make something to a higher level of even that. And do I think he succeeded? Hell no.
No.
I'm the biggest Beach Boys fan you can know in the vinyl community, and I will even say that Smile is not that great.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it's just not
It's
my
just
thing.
it's just so fragmented. It feels unfinished.
Is
Which is true
it
because it
still
technically
Smile
is.
kind of like the McCartney 3 that he never finished? You know, like, I'll do it all myself. You know, like, he does everything, but it just didn't come off well. You know.
What do you think of the song Sliding, Joe?
I love that. That's a good heavy
Oh,
rock.
Slide is the best damn thing on that album.
Yeah, I like that song a lot.
Yeah, that's a heavy rock sound. You know,
Find My Way's
like it.
good. Lavatory Lil's good.
Guys, all I can
Is
tell is I
good.
really like the album and McCartney 3, and believe me, I would not hesitate to rip it a new one if I didn't like it.
I actually think it's pretty good.
You know,
I like 6 of the songs on there a lot.
well, that's a good ratio, right? You figure that's
Yeah.
that's half the album, more or
Yeah.
less.
It's for sure better overall than Egypt Station.
I think so.
Definitely.
That's very low. That's very low.
But I
demand.
don't think that it reaches the masterwork that was the original McCartney album.
Smile is way better than Egypt Station.
You know, it's
Oh,
funny
Smile-
about that. The original
know,
McCartney album, only because it's
I'll
first.
say
really.
that, Tom. Smile is better than Egypt Station.
You're like way better.
But that's not really saying too much. I like the Smile album, but I don't think I wouldn't rank it as my number 2 or 3 favorite Beach Boys album. No.
Now, are you talking about
95% of what came out that year was better than Egypt Station.
I've actually never listened to Egypt Station all the way through.
Good. You don't want to. It's a bore.
That Foo You or whatever, Foya or whatever that song.
Yeah,
that kind of just.
For
Egypt
You.
Station has.
I go.
Think
man.
of it as for you. It's like I want to do it for you, but it's for
Yeah,
you.
right.
But the thing is, it's got the double entendre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
Come
it's
On
a
to
way-
Me is a great song. I love that song. off
I
Egypt
think for
Station.
you is the way to actually to do the F word in more.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
not
that was the draw. The
Well, that was the controversy.
I can't think of the publicity, like to get people talking about it.
Yeah, but didn't you see where I found a McCartney song where he actually said "for you" in the song? If he can pronounce "for you" as "for you," how did
Yeah, but
fuck?
yeah,
You know,
for no one. But I mean,
well, that one too. But I mean, like, it was done on purpose. It was done for publicity.
Well, then again, For You was released on Revolver before the rumor of Paul is dead started. So,
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
that was
man.
the real Paul. Huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Christopher Patterson says it's 2021 and we are still talking about McCartney 3 and Beach Boys. Yeah, that's what happens with classics.
Christopher, I said it before. We're going to talk about McCartney 3 until McCartney 4 comes out.
Yeah.
I hope it never does. I hope it never
We're
does.
not going to stop talking about it.
I do my best when I get here. Like I was so happy to jump into the Tom Petty discussion because even though, like I've said this a million times, I need a break from Beatles. You know, I mean, Beatles group catalog.
I guess you're the wrong band. You're wrong group.
Joe, you're wearing a Beatles shirt.
Well, yeah. I like strawberries.
Oh,
That's.
You just can't get away from it.
I don't have that many shirts to wear around here.
I don't listen to the radio anymore either. But I mean, you can't escape when they show like somebody on that Good Morning America, you know, and they talk about, I don't know, Billie Eilish or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
she actually does have some talent. She actually does have some talent. I'll admit.
Beatle Brad had a McCartney 3 shirt, and I said, "Oh, let me look online and find it." You know, so I did. It's gonna take a while to fit better. Let's put it that. It works, but not good enough.
Yeah, but I find that impressive because I didn't know there were any of those shirts out there. So the first time
I didn't know either when I saw Brad's shirt.
How did he get that? Where did that come from?
But you see, what sucks is I had done a talk show online, and we talked about McCartney 3, and I would have loved to have had that, but I didn't have it in time. So
I actually think it works. The design actually works better as a shirt than it does an album cover.
Well, it's funny because I like the cover now. I didn't think much of it originally. But, you know.
Really, I thought the cover was excellent. I love that dice thing. I love it.
Yeah, I like it now. You know, yeah.
Look how well it displays above your head as pastry boxes. Like,
there's cannolis in there, right up there. Yeah. If you want cannolis, up, you know, they're in there.
Are you ever going to put up that video where the girlfriend was laughing at the boxes?
Well, the problem, like I knew before I put it up, I just want to reiterate about that, is I loved it because the whole thing with her is, again, she supports everything that I do. That's why I'm with her. She understands collecting. She's a collector. She's got the other bedroom with a lot of stuff, not music, but anyway. And I was going on and on. Like, where is this McCartney 3 stuff that I ordered? Because it took so long to get here. I said, I'm waiting. And for a month, I'm bothering. Finally, it comes, and she's like, let's see it. And it's this little pastry box. So she was laughing. She goes, you got your box with the dots on it. She's laughing her head off. So I grabbed the camera. I said, this is a video. I'm like, everything's a video opportunity. So I'm like, oh, I want a video. So I grabbed the thing, and I don't lose that. Don't lose that. So I started feeding into it and recording it. We laughed more. But I knew if I put it up, some people are going to think, oh, she's laughing at your hobby. She thinks you're a fool for collecting. That's not what it was.
No, so I got the box.
You know, I left it up for like, I don't know how long, a couple of days, and after everybody saw it, then I took it down. So, but I still have it.
Yeah, well, put it back up. Put it back up.
That you know, I even know somebody that was like, I mean, even Mrs. Mayo, you know, I don't do all impressions very good. You know, thinks, you know, he's lost the plot or whatever. You know, no, that's not what happened. But it's nothing funnier than watching stuff when people tell you, watch this, and alert you to something, and you look at it. It's like, that's not the case at all when people are talking. And that's just how talk is, gossip. You know?
Did you want to reply to this one here? What happened to the video where you were searching for the black vinyl of McCartney 3?
Oh, I have that somewhere. There's a reason why it's hidden for the time being. But I did put some of that, Tom. It's Tom, right? Yeah. I did put some of that into another video that I made, you know. Has to do with well, I can't really say why, days that I'm working and not working and stuff like that. So, you know, and
this work that you speak of.
Thank God I'm off tomorrow too, and getting out of snow again. Then Tuesday, forget it. We'll see.
I saw on the news this morning, you know, this great big nor'easter coming up the East Coast. Oh yeah, New York's gonna be doomed. And went, oh. you're not going to be too happy with that.
Yeah. Richie, do you really hear every bodily orifice and every noise with this thing?
I know.
Because
I think when you first got it, it kind of I don't know. It doesn't sound the same now as it did.
well, you know why I use this, right? I'd really rather not. Well, it's easier doing this here to chat with it, but the main reason is because of my apartment. Because there's so much noise, and they're fighting upstairs a lot. The neighbors and everything, the boyfriend and girlfriend, and the trains going by, and all this stuff goes on. Toilet flushes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I leave it in, but if anything happens now, you don't hear it because this drowns it out. You only hear me. That's the reason I wear them. When it's quiet, nobody's home, then I'll not wear it. That's why I wear it.
Yeah, my last video actually was a Beatles related, surprisingly enough. And the dogs, I mean, my dog went crazy, the dogs next door, and one guy commented, he goes, "Man," he goes, "it sounds like your video's in quad because I could hear dogs coming from everywhere."
Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's great, like with like the last video I made, Pet Sounds. I had the headphones off, and I mentioned one of them was a questionnaire, 15 questions, and one of them was about pet sound. Do you like Pet Sounds or Sergeant Pepper? And as soon as I mentioned something about Pet Sounds, the toilet flush.
Wasn't that obvious which one you prefer?
Yeah, so it was. I left it in. It was perfect.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
My neighbor across the hall is getting evicted because of his dog.
Oh.
So I was like, and yeah, like I can remember sitting here trying to make a video, and then you hear this.
Yeah.
Like,
every time I try to make a video,
I want to make a video here. I don't need this dog. And you're sitting there like, any day now.
Well, I don't have the issues of the dogs when I'm out here because, this garage is okay. Here's the house over there. Then you walk outside to the backyard, then garage.
That's it. No neighbors nearby, up, down, anywhere.
No, it stays pretty quiet out here.
Nice.
It's amazing, Doc. Doc, you look 6 months. I'll say. So my joke went off sour. You look 6 months younger already, Doc. Now you seem more. You can tell. You feel just being out of work for a couple of days.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, right now it's just like weekend. It's like there's nothing special about it right now. It just feels like a weekend. But wait till tomorrow morning.
I must
when
have been.
It all comes.
Then it's Saturday. You said every day Saturday. You said.
Every day Saturday.
I must have been high on crack one night because we were on StreamYard on someone's channel, and Doc was up here and I was up here, and he was wearing his glasses like he is now, and I'm like, did you just now get glasses or something? Because I never noticed that you wore glasses.
What?
And I've known Doc for 2 years, and it just hit me. Oh, he wears glasses all the time.
I was born with glasses.
Everybody here has glasses.
Everybody here does.
And it's impossible to believe that I never needed glasses. I used to brag, oh, look, I could read that sign, how many miles away and whatever. And then around 50 or so, when I started making videos, I turned 50, and it was like, I only needed them to read CD covers and things at the beginning. And now I need them all the time. But there's worse things.
That's the same with me. It was around 45-ish when I had to get my first pair.
Well, I was in denial at first. I was like, oh, it's just too dark. Lighting.
Yeah. I got
mine
because I was reading comics, and I would have to hold my hands out.
Yeah.
Finally, my arms weren't long enough anymore. And I go, okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Yeah. It starts with like comic books or menus in the restaurants or something. And
CD covers.
I had to get my first pair at age 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
I actually thought from the beginning that I was having a perfect view. I have no problem with it. Then I think it was around when I was 25 or something. Then they realized I was starting to glance when I looked at TV. I said, "You need glasses." No. Yes. No. Here I am.
Yeah, but can
They
you
tell me
believe
I'm not a candidate for contacts. I asked about contacts, and they told me you're not a candidate, whatever that
I
means.
hate contacts. I will never get contacts because I can't imagine myself sitting.
No,
Yeah.
neither could I.
Never.
Yeah, me either, yeah.
Where is it?
And these are bifocals, by the way. That's another thing. You know, they got the bottom, the reading part on the bottom. And I tried the progressive fit lenses. I hated those things.
That's what I've got, and I hate them.
I hated them.
But why would you not be a candidate for contacts?
I don't know. I have to find out about that.
Because they're always trying to sell you something. Oh yeah.
But then again, you know, I don't know. I could always find out, or another person. This was one of those eyeglass. It's an eyeglass place. That's why. But I guess they have contacts. I guess they have contacts there too. It's, you know,
Sure.
the doctor told me that. I do have the bifocals. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Do they have bifocal contact lenses? Do they have that?
Yeah.
Can you believe I had my eyes fixed 2 years ago?
You did. What? Did somebody poke you in the eyes?
Yes, I've got implants 2 years ago, and I was told I'll never need glasses again. And I went, oh, really? Right. So I get implants done. I'm sitting there like, yeah, this is great. I'll never. What is that? What?
Well, what about the laser surgery? I'm afraid of that. A lot of people swear by it, but I'm
oh my, really? But you know, like here, laser surgery would have been $8,000. Okay. And I just kind of balked at that with the price and the idea that I don't want somebody shooting lasers in my eyes. Right. Yeah, I don't want that. But then they said, implants for half the price, $4,000. And I went, well, that doesn't sound so bad. And it comes with the same guarantee that you won't need glasses anymore. And I went, well, I am getting older. Maybe this is the way to go. Okay, I'll spring for the implants. And when I first got them in, you know, like I'm laying on the gurney, looking around going like, wow, this is going to be so cool. And you'll never need glasses again. And about a month later, I'm driving and I couldn't see shit.
Do the implants make your eyes bigger? I've never heard of implants for your eyes.
I don't know.
They're not like breast implants then?
No. They're kind of like permanent contact lenses, I would think.
Oh, okay.
It turns me on when you do that, though. Just kidding.
Well, that's the way I take it. They're kind of like I never have to take them in and out, right? They're always there.
Okay.
But they didn't.
Didn't take, huh?
They didn't cure everything. It's like, I don't know, 80% better than I was before. But you know, like to drive especially, that's where the scary part was. When I was driving with these eyes as that. And I couldn't see signs, I couldn't see.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
No, I better get glasses again.
Yeah, I remember my grandmother telling my grandfather. My grandfather used to drive her around everywhere, and he used to say, "Don't you understand? I can't see anymore." He was like in his 80s. He was like, "I can't see," you know, and she still wanted him to drive her.
I've got my eyes closed. Okay, that went over like a lead balloon.
I can't see. What's the matter? I got my eyes closed.
Yeah. Oh, works for your organ. All right.
No,
three.
Something else.
At least drop on. I didn't even watch the Stooges yesterday.
Oh yeah, I watched them. They cut income tax sappy. There's a lot of good violence in that one. They cut that out. Why do they do that? On MeTV they cut it. I don't know if you watch MeTV.
A Stooges short, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, short. I'm like, and they showed one yesterday. You know, took the first half out of it. The first half is the funniest half. They left the second half.
Well, that's no good. Like if you're gonna show a short, show the best part. Why show the end? But,
yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. So what else is happening out there? What else can we skewer?
I'm thinking there's a joke about a skeleton going into a bar. I can't remember what it is about drinking something. I forget what it. what it is. I can't remember the joke.
Oh,
So what's the point?
by the way, CGI is where I used to work. I needed a shirt today, so here's my old CGI shirt.
Oh, I'd never wear anything that said CGI, computer graphics, in the movies.
Ooh. I guess. I know.
I'm not
tried
going to see Godzilla versus Kong with 2 cartoon characters. I'm not going to see it. I'd rather see 2 guys in rubber suits from the old days.
Yeah, well, they're above that these days. Hi, Mike Ainsley. How you do? Yeah, I tried watching Wonder Woman '84 yesterday.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, you did? Really?
Well,
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God,
not
I
as good as
didn't plug
Wonder
this in.
Woman 2017.
it's long
not-
and drawn out. I found.
Yeah, it
I can't stand any of those.
I mean,
Why did
it was okay.
no, it was terrible.
Why do they all wear like
good.
diving outfits? They wear like swimsuit outfits now. The uniforms, like Superman and everything, they're all like that rubber
Oh, I see.
diving suit material instead of like
I know.
off.
Ever since Batman turned into rubber,
Yeah, that's
like the way to go. Jeez.
Rubber Batman.
Rubber Batman. But I was watching it yesterday. It started good. With the stuff on the Paradise Island. Like they're going through the Amazon games. That was okay. Then they switched to like supposedly modern times, 1984 at least, and all the stuff that Wonder Woman was helped saving. There's a lot of action there, and then it just went downhill.
yeah. It
stayed
falls
that
off a
way for, like,
cliff.
I don't know, an hour and a half, and then it started to get good again, and the movie was over, like cut. Like, they didn't have the ending. It was like the final battle between Wonder Woman and Cheetah, and it was done. It was gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of CGI in there too. So.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. I don't mind them using it sometimes, but they use it when they don't need it, when they could use a stunt person or something. They don't really need it all the time.
Hello, Miranda. Hey. But it's when you can tell it's CGI that those aren't real people. Come on. Especially in
and what was the plot of the movie? The villain wanted to become a rock or something.
What?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman?
Like that was stone or some shit.
Oh, there was some stone that you could wish.
Yeah.
Something.
And what was that? He wished he could become the stone? Like, what?
I don't know. He was like on the TV. People, you can wish for anything you want to, and it'll come true. and this guy reminded me so much of Donald Trump. I hated him.
Yeah, I think that was intentional.
Was it? I wasn't sure or not. I'm going like, this guy seems like a copy of Donald Trump. Almost right down to the hair.
What about the part where she has her lasso and she's like flying through the sky and she's like lassoing bolts of lightning? It was like, come on, man.
I know she's lassoing clouds.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, like, okay, in the comics, Wonder Woman can fly.
I can't stress this enough. Maybe Batman versus Superman was even better than this.
I still don't understand. I saw bits of it on TV though, but how did they do that? How did they make that, Batman a contender for Superman? They made him like a robot or something. They did something to him, right?
That was his attack suit.
Yeah, I never saw that.
So when you're taking,
I don't know if we're talking about the same Batman versus Superman. I'm talking about the 2016 DC movie.
Yeah, Batman versus Superman.
Dawn of Justice. Yeah, it was hard. It's that movie's biggest problem was it was hard to follow because they were trying to tell too much of a complex story.
But wouldn't Superman kick Batman's ass?
Well, that's what I mean. They had to do something to compensate for that. They had a Spider-Man versus Superman comic book out in '75 or '7, something like that. And I was like, well, how in the world is Spider-Man going to stand up to Superman?
I have that one.
Yeah.
He has that one. Ooh.
And I think they injected him, Spider-Man, with like all this power or something, this energy or something to make him, that's cheating.
Well, Batman has to cheat.
Now, Superman versus the Hulk. Now that's more fair fight.
Well, once upon a time, there was a Marvel versus DC comic book series, which they pitted DC heroes against Marvel heroes and kind of matched them up. And the fans would write in, I guess, at the time, and say, which one do you think should win a Superman versus Hulk fight, a Batman versus Captain America fight, a Flash versus Quicksilver fight, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's more the ones you mentioned seem more even.
Yeah, well, they matched them up. Wonder Woman versus Storm, something like that. But
Wonder Woman versus Captain Marvel should be more interesting.
I think Batman won because
of course,
Batman wins everything. Batman can't lose.
But I will say this: Ben Affleck Batman was pretty good, actually. That was one of the best. That was one of the best parts.
Ooh.
Yeah, they lost me a long time ago with the Batman movies. I did like the Michael Keaton one. I didn't think I would, but I did like that. Then after that, I just, I got tired of them.
Well, yeah, that was when he decided to bring back credit cards and that sort of thing. The city was all neon.
Actually, Mike Ainsley is onto something because I think Batman 66 also is better than any superhero movies today. I think the movie genre has been definitely drained out for.
Yeah, really. I don't even see them all, and I think it's too far.
I remember when I saw Iron Man 2 on cinema many years ago. After that, I thought, okay, it was a great movie, but enough is enough, because I knew it was going to Thor, it was going to be Fantastic Four, it's going to be. I felt like enough is enough. Please do something else.
Enough is sometimes too much.
It's never enough.
Hi, Rachel. How you doing?
Hello, Rachel.
I am very well. Hi, Joe and Beetle Boy and our host, Final Richie, Jorgen.
Yeah, and just in time for comic book movie talk.
I love comic books and movies. I'm just looking at art for I got a new room being built, so things are happening.
Yeah, before any of these dreaded multiverses. Yeah, Marvel
multiverses in New York.
Yeah, where's Batman? What was that?
I had to plug my phone in. My battery's
was that
dying.
your phone, I hope.
Oh, you've got your Mean Joe Mail shirt. I love it.
Yeah.
Hi, Miranda and Robert. Oh, you peanut galleryers. Dave, pick up.
Yeah.
I should have got my Vinyl Richie shirt, but it's in the laundry.
Well, like I said, Ron Bodery wants to take Invisible Ray's design of the Richard Dolan thing, and he wants to take that and make T-shirts out of it.
I did see something else that was funny. I don't know who all the players are, but I did see. I watch some of these videos now and then, and some guy had wait a minute. I think Mason was involved in this picture. Whatever it was a cartoon or something, and I thought Richard as a cartoon. I thought it was funny, but
Stunty drew. It was a drawing, and Stunty drew of me a very exposing drawing.
Oh, okay.
Rachel knows
I
remember the Richard part mostly.
I hope he doesn't put my face on that picture because he did a bad job.
Brian,
well, he did a good likeness of you. Your likeness is good.
No, I didn't think so. What he did to my hairline was unforgivable.
Mine's terrible, but whatever. He can do what he wants with it.
You don't take it personally. Any of that
I
art.
did.
No, Doc. No, wrong response. No way.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Richie Dolan is iconic.
And Vinyl Richie is all over. He's got it. He's got the right attitude towards this whole artistic interpretation thing.
Good for you, Vinyl Richie.
It's like Andy Warhol art. It's right in the same camp. It's pop art.
It really is.
I thought it was very poppy.
You know what's funny? That shirt I have with Richard Dolan, the head is humongous. I mean, the whole front of the shirt is his head. It was like, oh,
it's on a shirt? Do you have any videos wearing the shirt?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I got to see. I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a great shirt. You'll love it, Joe.
Yeah,
no, and I know nothing against Richard. I just, I like Richard. Just say,
I thought it was great the first time I seen it.
He was a little taken aback when he first saw the shirt. It's all in good fun.
Yeah, except for my suit. I don't like that.
I think you look mean. If I remember, you think you look mean and angry in the picture.
I look angry.
Your picture looks so good, and it's very Canadian, positive.
Well, yeah, it's not like I look like a lumberjack or something.
Jorgen, welcome, welcome. How's your day? I hope it's all good.
Very good. I have been freeing ice from my parents' laundry room. So they can't get in and do their laundry. So I had to pick some ice so they can get in.
Have you done your room tour video shoot?
I had to reshoot it because I was not satisfied with the first one. So it will be up tomorrow.
Ooh, there's a Richard Dolan tie-dye team.
Hi, Mike.
Wow. It's coming.
Well, hey, everybody, I got to go. I got stuff I got to go do. So,
Okay.
Love you, Richie. Good to see you.
Okay,
take care.
So,
you take the shirt off now. It's not hot anymore. Just for the
Let's
occasion.
see.
That's
you
actually
guys
nothing
checked
to
in on
joke
the latest
about.
MeanMrMayo sub count.
last I heard, it was
Oh,
90.
And
Right.
currently, he's 394. 394.
Whoa.
We have a new total.
Whoa, to the tote boards. Jerry, we have a new
Matt
number.
is up to 394 now. Good for him.
He is the fastest growing channel in the vinyl community, other than the Frog Nerd Girl.
And I don't think it has necessarily anything to do with his musical taste. I think it's a kind of publicity stunt that makes it.
I think I
No,
saw the Prog Nerd girl too. Yeah, I think I came across her.
Yeah, well, as a person, I really don't care for her, but I subscribe to her just because I like what she talks about.
Yeah,
Talks about bands that
I think
you know,
Adam
like.
West was the best Batman for satirical, humorous Batman fun.
Oh yeah, I like Adam West, but yeah.
I think
But I
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
want Adam West as a serious Batman.
It was actually, I agree with Rachel. It was pretty. It was a little cult status because it's pretty comical, but it isn't that
Tongue
much.
in cheek. Tongue
It
in cheek.
wouldn't last to actually do a full movie with it.
Ooh, wow.
Nobody can do the bat dance the way, Look, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I love Adam West. Yeah, he was great, but he wasn't. I wouldn't choose him for the serious "I'm Batman," kind of guy.
Yeah.
With Mike Mason in the house, sort of. And the movie. Good.
As I recall, Doc, it was talked about over on Mike Mason's stream that he may try to come up on screen since his Wi-Fi is better.
Well,
All right.
we have to test it out, so I better give him a link.
I was just listening in and I heard him mention like that they'll try it.
Oh, where'd my link go? Oh, there.
Right there, it's right there.
I saw it go up and then it disappeared. And I went, what the heck happened there? But okay, there we go. It's there.
Because I'd love him to come up on screen and talk about, and we can talk about his Elvis stuff and whatnot. Because I was right there in that in the peanut gallery of that chat listening, and I'm like, dude, if your Wi-Fi is so good right now compared to before, why don't you just do the StreamYard thing like we do?
Yeah, it was not very choppy or anything.
Oh, I like Dave, the pickup artist avatar with Dr. Zachary Smith.
Yes, did you see that?
Oh dear.
Yeah, and it's got the green girl behind him. And handsome, pretty handsome, Dr. Yeah.
I hate season 2. Some of the episodes are good, but I like 3. I actually like 3. Season 3 the best.
I kind of hated the whole series. I loved it. I liked it, and I didn't like it all at the same time.
Yeah.
You were in the wrong. You were a Star Trek person.
I was Star Trek. Once Star Trek came, I went, now this is a show for me. But the thing, Will Robinson, and I like the robot, but and Jonathan Harris I like as a character, as an actor, but he did bug me so much. Like, oh, he's going to ruin everything again. It was kind of like Gilligan. They could get off the island if they just don't do this. They did.
Which is your favorite
now they aren't
incarnation
getting
of?
off the island.
Yeah, well, Lost in Space was kind of like Gilligan's Island in space.
Which is your favorite incarnation of Star Trek? Original, Next Generation? What do you guys like? best.
TOS all the way, the original series.
Well, I like the original. I've never been a Star Trek fanatic, but I did at some point in the late '70s. I did catch up with it, and then I still never seen every episode of the original series, but every one I've ever watched is good.
Well,
I love it.
Next
The writing has
Generation
good, and the
was pretty
episodes
good.
None.
so
I have never
memorable.
been a Star Trek fan, so I haven't any favorite. But if I'm going to go
Yeah,
for the
I
original,
thought Patrick Stewart made a pretty good
Yeah.
captain.
Well, my girlfriend loves The Next Generation, so she watches that all the time. And the thing about that to me is I love the character of Data, and I like Patrick Stewart. The only thing is, to me, I always say, are they ever going to get off the ship? I don't know if they get off sometimes, they go places, but it seems like they're very ship bound. Am I right? The Next Generation, or?
Well, they did some episodes where they'd beam down and do that stuff, but Star Trek was more off ship. The original was more off ship than on.
Yeah.
Why
There's a
couldn't
lot
that
of
be
good
banned?
originals.
I love the original. I just love it.
Star Trek
And
Next
that was
Generation did an entire movie where they were off ship for a large portion.
yeah, but that was the movie. That's all different. That's different.
Yeah, well,
Like,
it
wait,
was,
let's do a
I think
movie.
it was Star Trek Insurrection, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the
what was the
final
one I liked that was very dark? The Borg. There was
The
a Star Trek
Borg.
movie with the Borg and
Yeah, the
taking
chick,
over or something.
the female lead Borg girl
Ooh.
that had the hots for Data.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll Borgify you, Data.
There was one when Data got like a chip. I'm sorry, I don't. It's hard doing this. An emotional chip or something. Data got in one of the movies, and he was like, he had emotions, and then there was, he started laughing, and who was it? LeVar Burton was like, "I told you that joke like 2 years ago or something." He goes, "I know, I just got it." He was laughing.
Yeah,
What
totally.
happened to triples for dinner?
Oh yeah, Trouble with Tribbles. Yeah.
Tribble.
Miranda, don't you know what tribbles are? Oh my gosh!
They're the best. You know, like Jorgen.
Unless you're a Klingon.
Yeah, Jorgen, you want to
Yeah,
put up
true.
an animal on your channel? Put up a tribble. Everybody loves tribbles.
I'll take the Antimatter Man episode over
Yeah, not cats, tribbles.
Tribble.
That was a good episode too. That was a trippy. That was quite trippy.
and that is. I know Star Trek fans. I had to Google what a tribble actually is.
You'll have to catch up on your Star Trek.
Yeah,
Those little
Jorgen's
furball
stronger on
things.
his.
Anyone here fans of the original Twilight Zone series, the 59?
Actually,
sure.
If I had one of these, if I had one of these, would come home, they would say, "Start time to start to vacuum your room."
Oh, yeah, there we go. Dog Scout. I like that. But yeah, the 59 to 64 series is by and large the best one. The 80s one is pretty good too. Bruce Willis actually was the star of the first episode of the 80s one. And then the new one that came out in 2019 was pretty good too. But none of them have been as good as the original.
Yeah, I don't know how I never got it. I never got into the Outer Limits. I don't know. That's my interest. That's my era. But I don't know why I never watched the Outer Limits.
Fantastic series, really good series.
And one step beyond.
Oh my God. Yeah, Star Trek, the original series, fantastic. Writing's incredible, memorable, classic. Inspired great writers, Harlan Ellison, Diane Duane, DC Fontana, Donna Fontana, I think. Dorothy Fontana.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Yeah, she's a great writer. Did some of my favorite. She was one of my favorite writers on that thing.
How many
Jean
people?
L. Kuhn.
How many people from the Star Trek original series are still living? I know William Shatner is.
I can't believe William Shatner's still alive. That's amazing to me.
Canada's
We
own.
lost Adam West, but not William Shatner.
We had two Canadians on board the Enterprise. We had Captain Kirk and we had Scotty. Scotty was also Canadian. Nimoy's gone. Nichelle Nichols is still alive. Uhura, Sulu's still alive. Chekhov's still alive. Kirk's still alive. Spock's gone, unfortunately. DeForest Kelly gone. Bones.
Oh, he was old even then. That's what I always. He probably wasn't. He just looked a little older.
Night Gallery was great, Dave. Really good series. Rod Serling's Night Gallery.
It was okay.
Oh my gosh, he's going to be 90 this year.
Yeah, bless him, bless him. And we'll never see another like him. And he was
That's
great.
amazing to me. I mean, God bless him. Yeah, it's amazing to me because I mean, I got nothing against William Shatner. I like William Shatner. I just thought he had alcohol problems. Am I wrong? I don't know enough about him personally, but I thought, wow,
As long as he stays out of the record studio.
I think he had liver trouble.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm not sure. I just don't know.
And I do like the Waltons. I don't care if I'm the only one, but I do like them.
I never got, and I was not a fan of the Waltons show.
Waltons, get out of here.
I like the theme song, and I always got a chuckle. Good night, John Boy. I like when they were all saying good night to everybody.
How was it that Richard Thomas had a mole on one side of his face and somehow it gravitated to the other side?
Well, I've heard that, but I don't know.
How did that?
I don't know.
I want to see how that works.
Dukes
of Hazzards? No, I was not Dukes of Hazzards. No,
no Dukes of Hazzard.
We watched it, but I mean, what went off the air? Like we cried.
I used to watch Emergency, but I wasn't really keen on it with Michael Randolph Mantooth, and his buddy was the emergency, ERT guys or EMT, I guess, at the fire station. And Julie London, I think, was their go-to girl where she would be at the thing. Julia, the nurse, I love that. Courtship of Eddie's father.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I grew up with that.
Let me tell you about my best friend, my dear friend, my old.
It's a Harry Nilsson song.
Yeah, it's a great song. And Room 222, Karen Valentine.
Oh yeah, I have season 1 of that. I think there's a season out of that. But you see that great lineup that I used to like when I was growing up on Friday nights. They had what is it? Partridge Family, Brady Bunch. Maybe Brady Bunch first. Brady Bunch, Partridge Family. They had Room 222. They had The Odd Couple. They had Love American Style. I mean, wow.
Frickin' watched all that stuff, Joe.
Yeah, you didn't have to get the station.
I love the Love American Style. I like the theme song with that, and you got a lot of these popular actors that were in other sitcoms and stuff showing up on the Love American Style.
The pilot for Happy Days really began with that.
I heard that. Yeah,
an episode of that.
Hey, Mike, you done with your sandwich yet? So we can test this out.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna mention MASH. I don't know where. I never got into MASH. I don't know why.
I did. I got into MASH.
I like the song, the music.
But then as the series went on, it got too saccharine and they lost some of the edge because they liked each other too much. They loved each other so much they couldn't play their roles anymore. Like they turned Hot Lips Houlihan kind of into a good guy, and she was perfect as the foil with Frank Burns. Plus, they had a lot of cast changes, which were difficult and hard to overcome.
Yeah. But Alan Alda was, everything I've seen clips of it. I mean, I've seen it from time to time. Alan Alda was good, He's perfect.
Never forget.
And Trapper John. I like the original Trapper John. Wayne, he's gone now, too.
Wayne Rogers.
Wayne Rogers, he's passed, unfortunately.
Never forget the 60s series that I do, the 60s comedy that is really, really great. I Dream of Jeannie with Larry Hagman and Barbara.
Oh, let me tell you about that. Well, I grew up with that. But the whole thing, one time I remember they came out with season 1 and 2, and I got season 1. And I remember trying to watch every episode back to back, and I thought, it's the same episode. Everyone was about the same theme that, something happens and it's really Jeannie and she blinks out of there and Dr. Bellows wonders how this could be. And everyone was the same.
And his buddy Roger trying to make sense out of it all and trying to deal with Tony, or I think it was the character's mainly Larry Hagman character.
Yeah.
Tony Nelson.
Oh, I never watched Gunsmoke.
We watched. I love Gunsmoke growing up. Bonanza, what we watched. But yeah, MASH, Gomer Pyle, of course, Hogan's Heroes, absolutely loved them both. Get Smart, Bewitched. There was the Addams Family, the Munsters. There was so much programming that I came of age. I'm born in 58. So
Yeah.
by the time 1964 rolls around, 65, you got the Monkees debuting in 65. You've got Batman 66. You got Star Trek 66. You're getting all these great shows for kids.
And more, it seems like more good stuff on fewer channels, right? There's so many more channels than that song said, and nothing on.
They were so well written. Well, you got big people like Mel Brooks writing for Get Smart, creative developer for the thing. Fantastic stuff.
Miranda loved Get Smart.
Hey, Miranda, you got your microphone. You should come up and test your microphone here on the stream with us.
I want to get smart for Barbara Feldon.
I think we got Mike
Beautiful
Mason
lady.
on the back burner, getting ready to come on.
Who you got on the back burner?
Whoever gets here first.
Oh yeah, I guess that's right. Whoever gets here first.
Whoever gets here first.
It's a race.
Well, Mike's trying to finish a sandwich, so.
Well, he's still chewing. We'll give him that.
Eat the sandwich here.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
The dear friend.
Yeah, Bruce. I actually mentioned Springsteen. It's his song. 57 channels and nothing on.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all the public domain episodes.
Kimba's always talking about Big Lots. I feel so out of it because she's always finding good stuff, and I don't go there.
You ought to go to Big Lots.
They have a lot of good buys there.
Yeah, evidently they got Blu-rays for $1 or something. Somebody said Beatles related.
And again, I'm toying with the idea, like I always do, of putting non-music, like movie and TV stuff, on my main channel. I don't know. I keep changing my mind all the time.
You could put it on the main channel and then shift it over to Mayo's movies.
Holy smokes! That's our living room. Wow, or the our room. Wow.
Yeah, Mike, you got okay. If you're on your PC, when you click on the StreamYard link, close the YouTube tab.
Okay,
otherwise you will get an echo.
It's exciting.
Mike Mason and I only talk about one thing, and he knows what it is.
I think he wants to talk about Elvis.
The clock is nearing midnight here, so I'm going to let someone in.
Midnight.
So,
Yes.
After midnight.
Well, all right, Jorgen. Good
Oh, that's
seeing you,
wonderful.
man.
We can bring Miranda on too.
Wow. Okay.
So take care, everybody. See you
Take
later.
care, Jorgen. Love
Okay,
you.
Jorgen. See you.
Room tour up tomorrow.
Thank you. Go grab a cat.
I'm off tomorrow. Woohoo!
It'll be up soon. Probably by tomorrow morning, you'll be able to see it. It'll process on YouTube. I got the URL for it now, but it'll be up. James Latterer, we had him in talking a little Beatles and stuff. He's a very sweet guy.
Hi, Mike. Nice to see you. Boo number one? Boo number
Yeah,
one.
hi, Mike. Nice to finally see you on screen because boo number one is Mike Mason.
Oh, how's retirement so far? Normal. It's just a weekend right now. Tomorrow will be the day when it all kicks in.
Tell you
Hello,
what,
James
this
Byers.
right here is the good stuff.
Barks has bite.
Yum.
I like Goofy Grape.
Doing good, James.
They don't
I'm
make-
dating myself, aren't I, Doc?
Yes, you is. Okay. Here comes Mike Mason.
Oh, I know what he's going to mention with me. I know.
Fingers
Why
crossed
would
on
he
this
go
one.
after you,
Okay,
Joe?
go.
He's not
No.
going to go after you, is he?
Not go after me. No, we have something in common we can talk about.
All
Might be
right.
Elvis. Might be Elvis.
I hope it's not Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I didn't know he was an Elvis fan, Mike Mason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's huge Elvis fan. Yeah.
I know he's a Patricia Heaton fan. That's what I thought we were going to discuss.
We'll see what he says. He's frozen right now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, well, it was a good try.
Yeah, well, we
Well,
have
I'll do.
to find out if it worked.
Look, I'm frozen too.
What I don't get though is I watched his stream and he was going through fine.
Yeah. Well, let's try Miranda. Hey, Miranda. Oh, look, she's moving.
Hello. I think I've watched some of your channel, Miranda, recently. Actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Miranda, if you're on the phone, the comments go left to right. So she's hidden. Put Mike over in the left corner. The active spot is the right one. So where Mike is where everybody can see.
It was a
On
good
the-
try,
on
but
the smartphones.
I don't know, man.
Do you want me to get out so Mike can join? I don't mind.
No, you're fine. We can take him in because he can. Doc can kick the mic that's frozen and get a new mic.
You're the
in.
only one here without eyeglasses right now.
I have my contacts in. Maybe I should take
See
them out.
that? Okay.
See, everybody's got bad eyes.
I'm elderly. I've always had bad eyes, even when I was 7 years old. Got my first pair of glasses when I was 7.
Jorgen says, Mike looks scary in this position. No,
Okay, go. Everybody do the freeze.
he's frozen for some reason. Bazoom, bazoom. No,
Well,
like,
you know, we got really excited that we thought this would work, but I don't see. He got a new modem, and his stream went through perfectly. I thought it would work.
Yep, I was.
Yeah, it's a whole new galaxy.
I saw him move. He was showing.
Miranda, your microphone sounds perfect.
Well,
Have
thank
you got
you.
it up and running?
Yep.
What did you get? What kind of microphone you got?
What was that?
Oh, yeah.
A hair dryer.
That's a good make of microphone.
Yeah, it's the blue snowball ice.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very popular. They're very popular with YouTubers like you.
I need to get a microphone so I don't have to use this.
Yeah, but Miranda.
No,
finish
that's
your
a
deal.
look, Joe. That's branding. That's part of the Joe
Oh.
Mayo branding.
Man, I really thought it would work with him.
Well,
What does StreamYard require that regular YouTube live streaming, you don't have to worry about? Because he was going through fine on his stream earlier.
James has the best haircut right now. You wouldn't believe. Yeah, he looks like a Muppet. Oh, he's gone. James, come on and show us your haircut. We'll see if James will come on and show us his new hair because it's just.
Mr. Byers, he's got a new haircut.
Did you see his new haircut?
No, is it a brush cut?
No, it's much better than that.
Is it like Beatles?
Yes, it's the pandemic.
Hey, Beatles.
Yeah, Elvis,
Early Beatles. Yeah, Elvis has left them. That's good. That's funny.
Oh, not today.
Oh,
Ooh. Well,
guess what, Doc?
what?
He just
Miranda's
posted
got
a private chat.
Miranda's got a contest going. Do you want to hear about Miranda's contest, Doc?
Oh, no. Tell us about your contest.
So it ends tomorrow, and it's just a push to 400 subscribers contest, and I just asked for people to show their greatest pawn shop, thrift shop find.
Wow.
Mine involved a story that involved genealogy.
Hey, Doc. Mike said that he's here in private chat.
Well, he can come into normal chat too if he wants.
There's so much controversy in the vinyl community.
He's here, but like, hey, go to the public chat. Now I can't get back. What did I do? There it goes. Okay.
Aldine, did you fart? Did you just have a fart?
Oh no, we ain't got
I
a
think
fart.
you did.
You know.
Aldine, don't look at me. I think you farted.
Oh, Miranda, what are you drinking?
A
What do you got?
monster.
Boy, good boy.
Oh,
Mommy's out there.
Monster juice.
Heart attack in a can.
Oh, Monster.
Monster juice.
Heart
There's
attack
no
in a
coming
can.
back from that, Miranda. You get into it. There's no coming back. So I'm hoping, folks, you'll support Miranda and enter her contest. Have you had a good response to it, Miranda?
I'm still trying to think what my best thrift store buy is. I have a flea market, I think, buy.
That
Mine.
would count.
What's your flea market buy, Joe?
Well, that's a surprise for the video.
Are you
If I
going to
make
do
the
it? Are you
video.
going to enter?
Maybe I will. I'm thinking what one thing I could show that was a good buy, a surprise.
You missed out.
Listen, here's the thing, Joe. You're one of these monster big channels, so it's great when you help us little people out. And Miranda, what you got? You're 425, 440, something like that in there, that range now?
Almost 420.
Yeah, you shot past the 400. So the goal was a chain. And it is frustrating when you're just on the verge of getting to that next level. It's like rungs on a ladder. You know, we're watching young MeanMrMayo really making grounds right now.
Mikey,
Stephen, just stop it right there. You're causing drama in the vinyl community with my farming dog. My dog did have a little gas problem there, Stephen Schnee. So,
what happened to the Stephen Schnee show? Wasn't there a Stephen Schnee show?
Yeah, later today. But I got to talk to Joe. I got to get Joe in my contest. I got to try and bend his arm.
What's
Joe,
that?
I'm doing a devil contest.
A what? Devil
I'm
contest?
doing a devil contest. I hit 666 subscribers. So the idea is show 5, and some people have an aversion to the devil and stuff. But I say
I don't believe in the devil. I believe in God.
5 albums with have a devil on them. Or have a Jesus like thing, Bob Dylan, you know, Saved would work with Jesus on there.
I have that album.
Yeah, it is good album. So that's my condition. You do 5 albums, make a little video, you know, you link me. It's all for subs. These things are all about getting subs. And so if you want to do that, that would be great.
And
Okay,
there's 4 prizes, so.
Well, bless your heart, Mike. You know, is this your little self right here? Because you're just a youngster.
I have to write this stuff down so I don't forget it. But I'm looking for.
Anyway, there's a lot of us. Yeah, it's my. So I've got this thing going 666.
666, scary.
Yeah, but you know, I thought of right away. Of course, there's a Beatles connection. She's got the devil in her heart.
Wait a minute, this sounds familiar. Did somebody show Matthew Street make a video like that?
I don't know. He did. He responded.
He
to
showed
my
devil in her heart.
He entered my contest.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that video. I think I saw that video.
That was the thing. That was my God.
Hey,
MeanMrMayo currently 394.
Wow.
What I do on my stream right now, because of the MeanMrMayo hype, he's gone viral, is I'm doing the MeanMrMayo subscription count update, and the banner goes across and the number keeps changing.
Yeah, I know you got a new modem, Mike.
As the count goes up.
Maybe try maybe try clicking on the link again, Mike, and maybe it'll go through this time. Everything's worth a second try.
And also, if you can connect through a laptop more than a phone, some people do have problems with their phones. The laptops are usually a way of pushing through that.
No, he doesn't use his phone. He uses his laptop.
Well, it should be good to go then. Well, Mike, you know, who was it? Any lovin's good loving.
And, you know, I feel bad for the guy because I feel bad for the guy because I know he was excited about coming on and showing his Elvis stuff.
Well, hasn't he been here before? Or he's been on before, right?
He's been on before. Yeah.
He can come on my stream and show it. We'll have Elvis Day on my stream with Dua Lipa, and we'll have all the, you know, all those acts and stuff. Anthony will come on. There'll be tears of joy.
There we go. I finally got it going. Test. Okay.
I want Beetle Brad to come on just so I can hear that, you know, ambient sound going on.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
We have a request.
I don't know where Beetle Brad is.
Rachel, do it.
Okay. Oh, you want? Oh, okay. Here, I'm on it. Hang on, I'll head out there. My Lord, we gotta go. I got so much stuff here. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's that one. Oh my God, there are so many. Okay, hang on, kids. There it is. Here it comes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna meet you, Brad. Yeah, oh my God, it's an honor. It's an honor to be on the same chat.
I love that, man. I love that.
Where's that coming from?
It's God.
Oh man.
That is good.
Hey, Tom.
The first time I heard that, I thought, holy cow.
Oh, we got a Christopher Pedersen update. He's at 164 subs.
Ooh.
Christopher, do a contest.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I hate to tell Mike this. He asked if I have Batman on DVD 66. Here's the thing. I love old shows, and I like Adam West's Batman. But for some reason, I tried the show again, It's not
What?
grabbing me.
What?
I had the 66 movie, but I gave it to my friend who has young children, and I thought the family would enjoy it more than I would personally.
I don't know what it is about it. I should really love it. I don't know what it is.
Well, one thing, it's got Lee Merriweather as Catwoman instead of Julie Newmar, and Julie
the movie, yeah.
is for me the one. Julie Newmar is Catwoman for me. So
both all right in my
and
book.
Lee Merriweather are great, but no, I'm Team Newmar.
No, I
Team Newmar.
Julie Newmar.
Yeah, Newmar all the way.
Yeah, she's the best one.
But I'm a little shocked that Joe has kind of disavowed himself of all Batman 66.
I can't believe it. You know, and it's funny. My younger sister, who's passed, when we used to be kids, we would watch Batman on TV, and we were living with my grandmother and grandfather at the time, and we used to do like silly stuff, like get on the couch and like act like we were doing mock fighting and all of that when they had, right? And he used to go. My grandfather used to go, "Stop that! Stop doing that fighting." It was nothing. We were just playing, but to him, that was like the worst thing in the world back then. You're fighting.
My nerd credentials are unparalleled.
Woo. Look at that.
Unparalleled nerd credentials right there. Batman, cartoon, the animated series, 1990? Something like that. These were fantastic. Highly lauded. And of course, the Outer Limits, scary. Woo! We control the vertical, we control the horizontal.
That was
you're in control of your television set, do you? Great stuff.
Yeah,
Batman. Who is the worst Catwoman? There you go. On Blu-ray.
Blu-ray. Oh yeah, I had to get the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Does it improve the picture? Did you notice an improvement in the picture quality?
I thought so. Yeah, it really does. Like the colors, because it was a very colorful show. Right?
Yeah, very cool. And you know how long it took for them, right, to get that out?
50 years.
The rights and everything, and
it took a ton. Meanwhile, the movie, wherever the hell it went to, this guy, this came out right away, basically.
Batman the movie, the original one, is that the one with Michael Keaton?
No.
It's the Batman TV series, movie.
Yeah, the movie thing. That came out right away.
When I was a kid in the 60s, right? I'm born in 58. So like I say, 66, I'm 8 years old. The bubble gum's available, and you could build a puzzle with the Batman collectible cards. So I had all the cards, and some of the cards they used were pictures from the Batman movie that they actually used. So you could get the Lee Merriweather Catwoman card. For you serious Batman collectors. And this is a funny Beatles related story, because there used to be an old guy. I don't want to be insensitive, but back in the day, it was a different world. He was an old Eastern European guy. We called him the old Jew, right? Because he was tough, right? He had a cigar, and you'd go in and with your little frickin' 25-cent allowance, and you'd go 5 cents for a Batman card. So I go, "Can I have my Batman card?" "Yeah, Batman card." And I'm like 8, right? So the guy goes, "Look, kid, I got no Batman, sold the gun, but I got this. You like Beatles? Kids love Beatles. You buy Beatles card." I was so scared of the guy. I said, "Okay, I'll have Beatles." Now I'm 8, so I'm not into the Beatles yet, right? I knew who they were, but by the time I'm 8, I've got a kick-ass Beatles card collection, because I was so scared of the old man at the corner store who was trying to buy Batman cards from. True story.
Do you still have them?
No, you know what happened? In this modern day and age, you get like folders and protectors and hard glass case. I'll show you. Further nerd credentials. So nowadays you can get these beautiful preservation things. Look at that acrylic holder. Right. There's Dave Keon, my favorite hockey player as a kid. So, and then you can get those smaller plastic ones. You can get books where the folders, the cards go in, protect them all. In the 60s, we didn't have any of that. What we had were black, stick-em triangles that you slip your photos into, and then you put them in a scrapbook. I had team by team with my cards. But over the years, the glue dried and fell apart, and the cards all slowly drifted into a big trunk like a big kind of vanity trunk thing where we had all the photos in, and they just got all in there. And my mom threw them all out once I matured and walked out the house. And so she threw all these things away, original Batman cards and this series of cards. This is from 1965, 66. Look at that. This is so fantastic. Now, Rob Walker, you know how I get excited about this stuff. It's palpable. It's palpable excitement, Robbie Walker.
I want to thank Nick, by the way, for all the nice words. I'm enjoying the videos. Thank you.
He's calling Bazooka Joe a curmudgeon?
I don't know. He's moody. He's moody. Bazooka Joe, really. That's the word I'd use for him, moody.
Hey, L7. Good to see L7 here.
L7, long time. Been a long time.
Yeah, it's L7. Yes.
Look at Tom's just giggling.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We did that, Richie. We did do that. I mean, obviously, we would get a clothes peg. You get your mom's clothes peg.
Yeah, I did that too with the spokes of the wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, make the sound, right?
Rachel, how rare are those?
No violent video games, just spokes in the wheels, the cards.
Oh, the cards. These cards are. You can buy this set for $2,000. If you have this full set, it's cost you $2,000. So this card individual is about $14.
Nowadays, it is worth lots of cash, especially if it's.
It was my favorite player, so I went on eBay, but I knew the year I wanted. I knew it was a Topps 1965. I had to get it, and then on the back, of course, it had a little pocket. You know, they had the baseball cards of football and stuff, and you just scratch it off with a little penny, and then it would give you some stats.
Oh, I never heard
a little trivia tidbit about the player.
And you realize there's this guy out there making like Beatles cards now in different bands.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, I think it's a great idea, you know, and with the words combined. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they're made like old sports cards, you know, complete with stats and everything. Here's the albums they made back in '64.
Now, here's the deal. So Rob saying, swap it for a Wicked. So swap it for a Wicked, Rachel. But no, I'm not swapping for a Wicked. I got lots of Wickeds.
No record.
But I only have my one. Well, I got two hockey. I'll show you one other. I got one other hockey card.
Probably Guy Lafleur or somebody.
No, you know who I got?
Stan McKeenan.
I got Paul Sear.
Who?
From the Buffalo Sabres.
Who's he?
Yawn.
Look at that.
Sports, yawn.
Paul Sear.
Except for baseball.
You know what the deal is with this guy? This guy's my second cousin.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's in that case.
Yeah. So my grandmother and his grandfather were, his grandmother and my grandmother were sisters. There you go. NHL star. He's sadly deceased now. Died very young. Diabetes complication.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, look at this.
What?
We can get football cards from English Football Premier League.
Wow.
I want Kevin Keegan.
I like baseball too.
Yeah,
baseball's
cool.
I like baseball.
60s British Invasion card series would be cool. You know,
and I don't find baseball boring either. They say baseball's boring.
You keep dancing there like you know, the Beatles, the Animals, Manfred Mann, Dave Clark 5. That would be great.
You know what's really sad is now that I'm retired, I could go to Detroit Tigers games.
That's right, Brian.
Not anymore.
Yeah, right. You call all the baseball. You can see all these matinee movies. Now that you're retired, you can go.
They had an afternoon game every Tuesday, and my best friend would go all the time. Like, I'm going to the baseball game, and I'm going like, geez, you know. We once in a while I'd get a day off. We'd go down to Toledo to see the Mud Hens, who are the AAA affiliate of the Tigers, and that was actually fun. You know, because they'd have a little stadium downtown. It was like it was a miniature big league stadium. You know, designed the same. It was like 1/4 the size. And one time we went there and we were going through the front gate, and I guess one of the ushers or something saw us and said, Say, where are you guys from? We're from Canada. Well, come on with me. Come on with me. We ended up in the front row near the dugouts. Hey, you guys want any peanuts and stuff? Yeah. Start giving us stuff. It was amazing. In Toledo.
Holy Toledo.
Holy Toledo. Exactly. Yeah. So that was quite a day that day. I would like to do that again this year, someday soon. I don't know. Stupid
Manfred
pandemic.
Man.
Stupid pandemic.
Yeah, they have Manfred Man has that one song.
I know Mighty Quinn.
that I like.
Dylan's song by them.
It's fantastic.
They had what's the name of that song that they got? And it was a huge hit by them too.
Blinded by the Light.
I hate that song.
That came later.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
still
written
hate-
by Bruce Springsteen.
No. This one that I'm thinking of was a huge hit by them, like a huge like.
There's your
It
60s.
was like their
Manfred
debut
Man.
smash hit or something like that.
which songs are on that one we might know? Oh, Sundays. That's a reissue. There's nothing on there worth note.
Nothing. Nada.
As
It's just a solid Manfred Man blues infused rock and roll album. So there you go.
And do you recommend it?
Yeah, I do recommend it. It's a good album. But you know what's great is I love the Mighty Quinn and the video. And if you watch the video, it's got our good friend, Beatle Friendly. There's my Beatles shirt. Here's my Beatles cup. I got Beatles in here. Our friend Klaus Voormann from the Classic Ono band. He is the guy, and he plays the flute that starts up. Boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, boop,
Well,
ba-doo.
isn't he the genius behind the artwork for the Revolver cover?
Yeah.
You'll not see nothing like the Mighty Quinn.
And it's better than Dylan's version. I like Dylan, but
Yeah,
I really
Klaus Voormann drew the cover for Revolver, didn't he?
sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good friend of ours.
I met him at the Fest for Beatles fans. I forget 2017 or 18. I met him. He's a real nice guy. He
I've
really always
heard
has
he's
been.
super down to earth and very nice guy.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you have the opportunity to meet Jeff Emmerich, who passed on it before he passed away?
Meet who? Jeff
Yeah,
Emmerich?
you. Yeah.
No. I, unfortunately, he passed away before I got to see him.
Yeah, because I remember you making a video like he was at the Fest for Beatles fans one year, and I could have met him, and I didn't, and now he's gone.
He was in Chicago. He did the Chicago Fest.
Oh,
and
that's right. Yeah.
And people met him, and then he was going to do New Jersey, and he didn't make it.
So now they're thinking New Jersey in October.
I hope so. But that's you know how it is. They keep putting everything off. Oh, it will be October. Then when October comes, they'll say, oh, maybe in April or May.
Hey, Edward.
Little podcast here. Klaus
The answer is Paul Jones. And Paul Jones, he should be in this picture. Paul Jones was around at that point. Yeah, there's Paul. That's Paul Jones. That's the guy who sings your clown song.
Ah.
Hello, Proghat.
I don't know the Ha Ha Clown song. Should I?
Hey,
Proghat. I was just.
Hey, Proghat. Boom, 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 boom.
Actually, I rediscovered a James Gang song this weekend. Walk
Walk away?
Yeah. It's like, well, I've forgotten all about this song.
It's a great song.
Yeah. I don't know how some songs get forgotten, but that one did. And, Twist and Shout Retro Rainbows in the can.
We were talking about Manfred Mann, and I was trying to think of that song that was a huge hit of theirs back in the day. Yeah, that was the one.
That's theirs. Oh, of course. Oh, gee.
Come on, rock and rollers. We're better than this. We know this.
That's a classic.
I can't believe I couldn't figure out the name of it first.
I forgot that they did it.
She looked good, looked fine.
Yeah, that's a classic from them.
Whoa,
yeah. I forgot it by.
Now we're so happy, and that's how we're gonna say it. And do I did.
There's a good that movie. What's the movie that had with Bill Murray that has that song in it?
Oh,
Stripes.
yeah, Stripes, the Army one. Yeah,
There's like a funny bit in there with that, if I
with
remember right.
John Candy.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it is. It is a bit annoying. As much as I like the song, it is kind of annoying. But and they've done better songs than that one. But off the top of my head, that was a huge hit, definitely a huge hit for him.
I find all Manfred Mann annoying.
But
I do. I really do.
when Quinn the Eskimo gets in, everybody gonna jump for joy. Come on, with it.
Couldn't stand it.
You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn.
I'd like to hear something else. Easy, switch the channel. Get out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Progcat, this is the Beatles one they did.
Ah. Have we heard Manfred Mann's Chapter 3 stuff?
Yeah, they have various incarnations. So there's Manfred Mann's Earth Band, then there's Manfred Mann Chapter 3, and then there's Manfred Mann. So there's various incarnations.
Sorry, I'm out of Manfred Mann thing.
Well,
Hey,
now
you
we
know-
know what not to get you for Christmas this coming Christmas.
True.
So I got a question for the panel here. Am I the only one that has a big time obsession with the Hollies? Like, seriously, every song that they did is absolutely freaking fantastic.
I like a few
No,
songs.
overrated. Oh, I saw them live. I saw the Hollies in '77. They are great. I love the Hollies, but I use them as my example.
You name a bus stop, look through any window,
No, you're
on to
wrong.
a woman,
My
on a
favorite song by them is
carousel,
"The Air That I
Carrie
Breathe."
Ann.
So that,
You can
what does
name
that tell you?
so many Holly songs that are just fantastic.
Did you mention Bus Stop?
When it comes to, okay, for me, when it comes to the
Come on,
Hollies,
they're like
all
five.
you need is
know,
Holly's greatest hits, and that's it. Because every song on that thing is fantastic.
No.
Even the Monkees did a Holly song.
Okay.
I stunned him.
I gotta get my Hollies here.
I'm serious. I'll pull out my phone right now.
I was like, go now is the Moody Blues. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. I'd get up, but I don't want anybody to see my jammies.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Now,
Here's Holly's greatest hits, and
oh, for
this
God's
is
sake,
everything
here's
I
Holly's
have.
greatest hits.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Look at all that. That just
Yeah.
proves how
Too
much
much.
of an
Too
obsession I have with them. That is every
Yeah.
song that I have in my Apple Music library by them.
Yeah.
Quite a
Well,
bit.
what does this thing got? This thing's got like 42 songs, 21, 22, 20, 25, and 22. So 47 songs of the Hollies. Too much. The band isn't deep enough to handle 47 songs. This is
Oh, I forgot
not
about
as
that.
good as this.
Hmm.
And this is just perfect for the Hollies.
I agree, Rachel, because that is the compilation that every Holly song that I love is sourced from.
Yeah, this is beautiful, but this is not beautiful. This is too much. Too big a meal, too big a bite, and they don't have the depth of a band in order to push through for 2 discs of solid hit-making material, unlike the Beatles, which could do it with, and then Room to Spare.
Well, I'm going to give an opinion here. That might be pretty unpopular, but here we go. I think the Hollies harmonies are kind of like the Beatles, except more, harmonious, whereas the Beatles harmonies kind of veered towards more dry sounding.
Dry.
Dry.
I don't understand. Dry.
Dry Beatles?
Who likes
You know,
it?
but you know what I'm trying to
this
say.
deluded youngster out. My God.
He ain't ever. He's my mailman.
I'm not good at wording things, guys, okay? But I think
They
the Hollies
cannot-
have
They cannot fill
sounding
this
harmonies
thing out.
that sound
This
a little
is filler.
better.
There's filler here.
I don't know about that.
So
There's so much filler on other albums. It's so hard for me sometimes. I was listening to a Kinks, low budget. I was listening to by the Kinks at the record store, and I like "Catch Me Out Now Falling" and "Superman." There was filler. I mean, maybe the song "Low Budget" was all right, title track, but it's like, man.
Paul says they should have encouraged Graham Nash, who left because they didn't want to get more serious.
Well, yeah, because Nash had a whole bunch of tunes that the band didn't want to record.
Okay, I must have missed something there. I thought we were talking about Hollies there, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, "Long Cool Woman" was such a it's still to this day such a recognizable hit. Like I hear it all over the place.
Yeah, that's the problem for me. That's one of those songs that I'm so overdosed on.
Really?
One of those radio songs that I can't hear anymore.
They play it a lot, but my take on that question is always, hey, is there a song that you've heard? I think Robert C's just now doing a thread contest with name a song, that you're tired of overplaying. You can't overplay music for me. Like if I like it, I like it. Keep it going.
Yeah, you can't.
I'll never get tired of it. But not everybody's like that. That's unique to me. That's how.
And that includes for me. That includes the Beatles. Before anybody says, I feel the same about hearing "Hey Jude" and "Let It Be" come together.
Yeah, and you said that yourself on numerous occasions. Like, "Oh, this song's overplayed. It's not my favorite."
I can't believe I forgot to mention this Holly song, but it just flew right over my head. "King Midas in Reverse." I forgot to mention that one. That's another classic.
Yeah, it's a great song. I agree. Those songs you're mentioning, I like every one. But when you get to an album, a 2-disc thing filled with 47 songs by this band, they don't have the depth to carry this album. So there's a lot of songs that one ear out the other. It's like same with McCartney. After Tug of War. After Tug of War. Like I
don't agree. I know you're stuck on that. I don't agree. But we're all entitled to our opinions, but I don't agree.
No, Joe, we're going to have a drama in the vinyl community now.
Well, Kimba says that's the Hollies one she's got.
No, but I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't want to be too ignorant here, but like the Trogs or something like, there's 57 hits on it. I don't need 57 Trog songs. I mean, maybe I don't know all of them, stuff like that.
Funny thing you speak of the Trogs, Joe, because that's an interesting group. Because for me, Wild Thing is great, and what's the other big hit they have? And I know it all
around.
That's it. Love is all around, and I want to talk about that one song a little bit because last year in 2020 there was a remix done of that song "Love Is All Around" by the Trogs, or it was called "Summer of Love" mix or something like that, and that's, in my opinion, is the best version of that song because it's so much more psychedelic sounding than the original.
Well, Rachel, what do you say to that?
Which one?
The one that Mason was just saying.
I was watching L7Casanova. I was thinking of him and thinking, if you really, really like Hollies and stuff, but this is third tier stuff, by the end, because they've got their great hits on here, right? But they've got a lot of stuff that is not great hits or memorable.
So, like, I got a dozen on this. So, like,
you're in good shape.
Tracks that are crap.
Air That I Breathe, He's Not Heavy.
Yeah.
He's My Brother.
Yep.
He's My Brother Brian. I like all that stuff. But
Bus Stop, Carrie Ann.
Carrie Ann is fantastic. And also on the internet with she's got Long Cool Woman, Air That I Breathe. Another Night Could Go. Get rid of that.
That was great.
Dear Eloise, Stop, Bus Stop. Look Through Any Window, fantastic. Also written by Graham Goldham.
Look Through Any Window was great.
Now, did you know that, Doc? Did you know Graham Goldham wrote Bus Stop and Look Through Any Window?
No, I did not know.
And do you know who Graham Goldham is?
No, I did not know.
Graham Goldman is part of 10cc, the band 10cc. I'm not in love. It's because. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Godly and Kim?
Yeah.
Oh.
Big hit maker. And you know what other song Graham Goldman wrote? I got a heart full of soul. Yeah,
that's good.
That's his Graham Goldman. Absolutely gifted songwriter.
Who did that song? Heart Full of Soul?
The Yardbirds.
Oh, Yardbirds. Oh boy. You should know that.
A little outfit called the Yard. Too much Beatles, too much McCartney 3, Joe. I'm starting to see
no way. I feel sorry for you, but it's okay. It's a good album.
we've done
Give me
everything.
boom, boom, counterpunch. He's a counterpuncher.
No, I'm fine. I don't get into this stuff.
We only scratched the surface.
But like even the Yardbirds, like, you know, they're gonna have 60 songs on a thing. I mean, come on. I mean, maybe.
No,
but I don't know.
not for like top 40 stuff. They did a lot of blues-based stuff too. That isn't really radio-friendly stuff.
But you see, you still can like them, right? I mean, you can enjoy all of them, like the Hollies, or see. For me, the one artist I keep thinking of, I know this is going to be a laugh, but like Joan Jett. I like Joan Jett. Other than the hits, quote, I can listen to her do anything, and I pretty much enjoy it, almost, you know, or more or less. And they're not all hits.
Yeah, that's the distinction I'm making. It's not that it's crap stuff, but it's just not tier level stuff when you go over 47 songs with the Hollies. There's nothing wrong about it, or I can't stand it. It's not like that. It's just that it doesn't have the depth of the songwriting and the hook and the melody of some of these other great songs like Bus Stop and, you know, Look Through Any Window, and
like I said,
you know,
Holly's Greatest Hits compilation is the source of every Hollies song that I absolutely love. You know, Bus Stop all the way to Long Cold Woman. They all are sourced from that compilation.
Yes, Mike Mason, I am looking forward to the Ringo Starr upcoming EP.
Who isn't?
Why, I tell you, I'm not.
A lot of people are, and including some people.
I tell you, I'm not. I was not really impressed with the single that came out.
Well, that doesn't mean you won't like the rest of them just because you didn't like the single. You know.
Well, I just hope that the rest of the EP is not like that one song.
How's the new grandson going to talk over Zoom?
Okay, Robert P.
Yeah.
Enjoy the grandson.
He's got all sorts of grand people coming to his family. It's great. You know, like he's a grandfather, 5 or 6 times over now. Wow. None of us can even come close.
I'll never be one.
I won't be one either.
I want my son to get busy and get the grandkids going.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a little bit of McCartney question here. We got Paul McCartney Off the Ground, 93 original. Now he has 23 McCartney CDs.
A lot more than I do.
Wow.
That's another underrated album. That's a good one too. But it's not great. It's not great.
Where have you been? We were talking about Hollies just a bit ago.
Because we went a long time without mentioning anything like Paul, which is pretty good.
We're getting better. Heck, it was a couple weeks ago we were talking about Yes and
I leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yes is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Enjoy.
In fact, I'll be right back.
And now it's time for the Yes Hour with Beetle Boy and
Seeing all good people, seeing all good people, turn out seeing all good people, turn out
Hey,
seeing all
yes,
good people.
At least they put the Beatles in there. They got John Lennon's in there.
This album from 71, Close to the Edge from 72. I favor Close to the Edge more. They're both great.
L7 wants to know if he can get on here.
Certainly, I've got a square open.
Hurry up.
I don't.
I spent some time with the lady.
Yeah, and not only that, the Steve and Matt show probably already started too. So hate to miss that.
Oh, I love those.
I picked up a 16 magazine today at the record store. It's got some. It's a really good one. I don't get all these because you can't have a closet full of this stuff, you know.
I love that.
This one had a lot of good stuff in it.
Look at
Beach
the
Boys.
There's Beetle Boy's favorite right here.
And of course, it's got these guys too, and it,
Yeah.
the bagels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And pretty cool picture of Maureen, Ringo's wife, Maureen. And I don't know. I had seen pictures in here from. I can't get to them fast enough. I'm also a Connie Francis fan. Everybody laughs at that, but not a big Connie Francis.
She's great. Connie's great.
She should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too. What's up with that? I mean, she did some of the first rock and roll songs. Lipstick on Your Collar, Stupid Cupid. I can't find the pictures I'm looking for, but there were some here of Hamburg. Oh, there they go. There were a lot of Hamburg, Germany pictures in here, and Liverpool,
Yeah.
early Liverpool pictures. Some of these I haven't seen of the early,
Oh, look,
early
it's Bongo.
Beatles. So
Wow.
Pete Best.
Bongo.
Anyway,
Wow.
so I said, yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll add it to my closet, with like 100,000 magazines in it. It's like,
That's awesome. I love those old things. And Tiger Beat.
yeah.
Well, there you go. There's L7.
Hey,
Look at that. Hey.
L7's on. Oh, there he is.
I'm digging the shirt right away, L7.
Hello there, L7, sir.
Oh,
hi, Joe. How you doing?
I want to take a look at that.
Good to see you.
It's a submarine shirt. Yeah. Wow.
And
That's a
I
cool
love
shirt.
the decor. Look at all those great Beatles posters. You got the Ramones
I'm
there.
loving that yellow submarine shirt. That's great.
I like this.
It's
Hey,
only
they have that one-to-one.
If Help didn't exist, if the movie Help did not exist, Yellow Submarine would be my favorite Beatles movie.
It's just because the
Oh,
easiest
lovely.
ones to
I have
There
that
you
too.
go.
Ooh, wow.
I have no place to put it, but I have it.
That's the trouble for you guys trying to find wall space. You got so much stuff up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always wondered if Joe has another room.
You know what I have on my wall, Joe? Hold on.
Yeah, well, not really, but my girlfriend says, "Oh, you can put it in the living room." Most, women I think would be like, or wives would be like, don't put that stuff in here. But she wants me to put it out there. I say, no, this is the Beatles room. It stays here.
I got a
You know?
Joe Jet one on my wall too. That's like the only other one.
Oh, that's a nice picture. I know that. Oh yeah, that's from the
Jet.
ad. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I could hear Joe drooling from here.
Yeah.
I love the room tours when we show the rooms and people show how they got everything laid out, and it's always
Oh,
fun. to look.
I noticed the Ramones poster back there. I don't know why this morning, for whatever reason, I just started watching videos, interviews, and things with the Ramones. I'm not, I liked some of their stuff. I just didn't really ever listen to interviews with them. And I think Johnny was the one with the best head on his shoulders, from what I can
Johnny's my guy.
He wrote a great book,
tell. Yeah.
and it's very good.
It's funny.
Johnny's my favorite of the Ramones.
I used to go to horror movie shows, conventions, Chiller Theater. We have a Chiller Theater convention, and he would be there because he was a horror poster collector.
Yeah, he was.
Just walking around. I mean, with his leather jacket on, I could tell it was him by the hair, and he just with anybody. I mean, he wasn't a guest. He just was there, like with us, shopping around. I didn't even think to stop him back then. They have an autograph.
That's cool though.
Do you know who another collector I saw in a comic book store was Burton Cummings, the lead singer for the Guess Who.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So he
Guess
was
Who are
in the-
fantastic.
That's another one that you need
These
40,
Eyes,
you need
American
47
Woman,
hit songs.
fantastic.
Yes.
So
Those are
Burton
the ones
Cummings
I like.
is in the store, but his thing, he collected Carl Bart's, the Donald Duck and Scrooge. He invented Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
And so he was all that kind of Disney art, and he collected that stuff. So there's Burton, and I just seen him a couple of nights before he had done a special with Don or Phil Everly, one of the Everly brothers. And I go, Burton, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm a lifelong fan, and you show the Colors for Canada down on Midnight Special in concert, Don Quaitness in concert, and I love that. And I go, man, you're incredible. And I go, I just saw you, like you did this TV special with Phil Everly or something. And he goes, oh yeah, he goes, we did that in like November, and this was like in January sort of thing. But it was really neat because you're a fan when you can talk about it and say, yeah, I watched you with some small production they had kind of done where it's not a big thing, and you had seen it. So I love doing that when you meet somebody, these people that are famous, right? That you can point something that not everybody would know about or be into. Very cool guy.
Yeah, that's
very
good if you
down
can
to
do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's very friendly.
Yeah.
Well, I did get to see Burton Cummings through the All-Star Band, Ringo's All-Star Band, in 1992. He was one of the players.
Yeah, I think
He had a fantastic voice for the Guess Who. I mean, his voice on These Eyes and American Woman just great.
So how many times have you seen Ringo's All-Star Band, Joe?
Oh, 7 or 8 or something like that. I was trying to count once, but I get mixed up.
Do you have a favorite of the shows?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Well, that was one of them. But in '95, I'm trying to remember everybody. You had John Entwistle was in there. Felix Cavallari from the Rascals was in there.
Oh, I love the Rascals, man.
Yeah, you had you had him from the Rascals. You had, I can't think who else there was. Argent, I think Rod Argent maybe was in there in that one. And also Randy Bachman from Bachman Turner Overdrive. It was a really good lineup.
Also from the Guess Who. Randy Bachman was also from the Guess Who.
So there you go. And yeah, and in '92 also, that '92 was when Burton Cummings was in there, and '92 and '95 were my favorite lineups of those. But even though I'm a fan, obviously, of Ringo and Beatles stuff, it gets to the point where you're not seeing it. I'm not anyway seeing it for Ringo necessarily. The fun is seeing what the other band members are going to be every time.
When he unveils the band, yeah.
Because Ringo just does the same bunch of songs, but lately he's been sticking with the same band now since I think 2012. It's the same one every time he plays. He hasn't switched it up anymore.
Yeah, but Joe, don't you have that book that has all the all-star lineups?
Yeah, and it still smells.
It's stinky. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the ink they made. It's like, it'll knock you out, give you a headache if you open the book.
It's been like a month now or something like that.
It's not quite. I even made a video where I put it on the windowsill. I opened the window.
I saw that, yeah.
But I don't even know if I got the smell out of it.
Yeah, but that was like quite a while ago. It was holding the window up.
Yes, that's correct.
Like,
I remember Opus 17.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Four Seasons? Opus 17?
Yeah.
I love the Four Seasons.
Yeah, I like the Four. Me too.
Frankie Valli's voice was great.
Now, I could use a pretty extensive amount of their stuff. I like,
All except.
Oh, all except for don't think twice, it's all right.
I think their first album is a Christmas album, if I'm not mistaken.
Cuckoo,
But you like everybody else that sings falsetto.
No, I like falsetto.
So this
Frankie
was given
Valli.
to me generously by Patrick, the vinyl archivist, and what it is, it's a 45 on BJ of the Four Seasons songs "Peanuts" and "Stay," and this was actually he got a box of these at an antique shop, and this was pressed but never actually released on this label.
Wow!
Oh wow! Really?
On VJ yet. The original Beatles label. Ooh.
I know. I was in my record store several years ago, and there's a big Four Seasons fan that came in. An older guy. He loves the Frankie Valli. He's like the biggest, biggest Four Seasons Frankie Valli fan ever. And he was making a claim that if not for the Four Seasons, it wouldn't be the Beatles, because they were on VJ first. And that was his argument. There wouldn't be any Beatles without the Four Seasons. And it was funny. It was funny.
No, it was more like a case of they wouldn't be on VJ if Capitol hadn't turned them down. So Brian Epstein happened to make a deal with VJ. If they won't take them, we'll shop them.
You guys know who was the actual guy who kept rejecting the Beatles, right? It was Dave Dexter over and over.
Dave Dexter. And then I like what he did. I like what he did, Dave Dexter, afterwards.
I know, but you rejected him, and then they put him in charge of everything. It just seems so weird.
And where is that guy today?
I don't know.
Well, he's probably dead. But
probably.
Well, I was watching the Clive Davis documentary on Netflix. You can see it right now, Clive Davis, and he's talking about Mitch Miller. Mitch Miller's in charge of Columbia, and he's going, "There's no guitar groups. There's none of that rock and roll. We're playing our stuff." And he's got the happy, thing going, but he's stuck in the 40s, and so nothing happened until Davis gets in there, took over A&R duties for the Columbia line president, the record division, and saved Columbia and actually built it to become a thing.
Well, isn't it funny that Decca Records was the first to reject the Beatles, and yet a couple years later, we'll take the Stones.
I am 100% convinced that's why they signed the Stones, not because they were the best band ever, but because they saw what they lost and they were just well, we better not lose it again.
They're not going to do the same.
That Beatles and Stones argument is it's so irritating. like who was the better band in the '60s, the Beatles or the Stones?
I like both. I like the Beatles and the Stones. I like them both. I
I like them
know.
both. Yeah, of the two, I prefer the Beatles because they're my favorite
Yeah.
band overall.
Yeah.
But the Stones had
Dude,
some
I've
great
heard
stuff
every
too.
Beatles song like 15,000 times. So
I mean, and this is going past the '60s, but in the late '70s, the Stones had this really cool album called "Some Girls." Love
that's a
that.
great album. Yeah.
And I actually have that album on vinyl over there. But I like Beggar's Banquet also. That's another great one from 1968.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Some Girls. I think Some Girls are one of their best albums in the sense of consistency.
Yeah, too. You was pretty good too.
Which one?
Apples and Oranges. Apple Records, that is. That picked Brian Poole, the Tremolos over the Beatles. Of course, they did have Pete. Yeah, that's true. No, I was going to say that on my last day of working a couple days ago.
Yeah, rub it in again, why don't you?
One of the songs going, this will be the last time. This will be the last time.
Oh, I love that.
Maybe the last time. I don't know. Hope not.
That's one of the first. It's funny, you should mention that song too. It's one of the first Stones songs that I really liked. I mean, other than the hits, the last time. See, the Stones is a band too that I can listen to non-hits and enjoy them too.
Mm-hmm. Little Red Rooster.
And, I think I like that Stones. It's a Stones compilation from like the mid '60s, and I got a mono pressing of it over there. But it's got. I know it has Satisfaction on it.
Big Hit, Side Tide, and Green Grass.
Let me go see if that's the one.
Yeah.
Rolled Gold. You know what's good? Rolled Gold is a good compilation.
That's from like the mid-70s. That's a great compilation.
I had that one. I bought that when it first came out.
It's got I Want to Be Your Man on it too.
Oh
yeah.
McCartney. Right. This one.
Yeah.
That is the first Stones album I ever had, like ever. I bought that first.
That's their first comp. That's their first Rolling Stones comp.
Yeah.
This is a mono pressing.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, Paul! Kink's mono collection has arrived to.
I make me small. I said what I needed to say.
And I have to say, back to Paul McCartney keeps making an error.
You can make me small, Doc.
Okay.
Paul McCartney kept saying for a while on tour, we wrote the Stones, how they were friends and everything. We wrote the Stones' first number one. It wasn't number one, what I mean?
12 or something, yeah.
I Want to Be Your Man,
They put them on the chart. I think it was their first chart.
Oh, well, when it comes to that song,
their first UK number one is It's All Over Now, and their first US number one is Satisfaction.
Because I know L7 knows the charts really well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what the thing was with I Want to Be Your Man was their first charting record. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't get the thing behind that because the Beatles' original version with Ringo on the lead vocal from With the Beatles is far superior.
Oh, very far superior.
I think it is. But I'm a Beatles fan, but I do think.
Yeah, we're Beatles fans here.
I mean, I enjoy the Stones version. It's different, it's different.
They were
I'll enjoy it,
this isn't our kind of song, but we'll do it anyway.
I've been focusing on Rolling Stones lately, getting lots of Rolling Stone stuff.
Tommy Rowe's a pretty good one.
I like Tommy Rowe.
I like that song Dizzy by Tommy Rowe.
I'm lost after Dizzy.
Yeah.
I remember.
I didn't know he wrote his own stuff. I was actually shocked to find that out.
Yeah.
He wrote all his songs. I was like, what?
What the Dizzy?
Hooray for Hazel. I like Hooray for Hazel.
Sweet Pea. He's a writer on all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, Sweet Pea.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila, he wrote that. I was like, what?
I love Sheila. That's if Buddy Holly was alive, he would have wanted to write it.
Yeah.
I'd reach for my Tommy Rowe thing, but I'd have to. I need one of those longhand pickers, Tommy Rowe greatest sits over there somewhere.
There's Starman.
You know who else wrote his own songs? Chuck Berry wrote all his own songs, and most of them were fantastic, like really good rockers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jam up and jelly tight. Yeah.
I mean, even frickin' Surfing USA by the Beach Boys, one of their biggest hits was actually ripped off mostly by Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry. Some people say he was the real king of rock and roll, and Elvis just stood in for the pictures.
I believe he's the king of rock and roll. I don't think.
Oh my gosh. Like,
That's a good question by Tom.
I love Elvis, but Chuck Berry knocked him out of the ballpark.
I don't know about that question, Tom.
Hollies or Birds? I don't know. I might go by the Birds by a slight bit. I don't know.
Birds have good albums too.
But then again, I'm going by the song.
I'm going to go with the Hollies on that one. I love the Birds and I love the Hollies, but man, I love the Hollies better.
Hollies by Bird. I love the Birds. 8 Miles High is freaking fantastic. So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star. I love both those songs.
Oh, Younger Than Yesterday is one of the best albums I've ever heard in the 1960s. I thought it was fantastic. I was very surprised. Except it has Mind Gardens by David Crosby, which is terrible.
Pink cover.
Wow. That sounds interesting.
Ooh.
I should point out that Brinley is the reason I know everything about Tommy Rowe, because Brinley got me. He sent me
I
over
paid
some
$1
songs.
to see that.
Well, you know, I've always loved. I love the song "Everybody" by Tommy Rowe, and I've loved the song "Dizzy."
The Searcher.
Dizzy. That's one of the first 45s I remember having.
You're making me dizzy.
My
My head is spinning.
Was that was that 68 or 67? What was that album?
That sounds like it would be an early 70s track. Like I would imagine that was like a 1971,
I think it's
72
69.
track. Yeah, it's 69, I believe.
Dizzy is in the 60s.
I listen to 60s on 6 on XM all the time, and when that song comes on, it either says like 68 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, it's early, but I mean, it's not the 70s. It's earlier.
It
sounds like one of those.
70s.
Because I love those "Have a Nice Day." That's what I grew up with as a kid.
Yeah, it's part of the bubblegum. It's all part of that
I love that
bubblegum
stuff.
scene. 69, I bet.
Yeah, right. Sugar, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yummy. I got love in my tummy.
Anyone remember the Archie song "Sugar"? That's a fantastic song.
Yeah.
Co-written by Canadian Andy Kim, aka Baron Longfellow. Yeah, so Andy Kim, great talent, Andy Kim.
Yes, and Canadian too, so we got lots of airplay over here.
Well, that's why I like, you gotta like to let there's a lot of Canadian influence in Americana within the culture, within the context of Americana.
I did not know that.
People don't know about the connection.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Don Krishna wanted the Monkees to do that song.
Like Danny Doherty from Nova Scotia being in the Mamas and Papas. What can be more American than California Dreamin'? And you've got Canadian in there.
And I'll say that my other favorite Mamas and Papas song is I Think I Saw Her Again. Yeah, that's my other favorite
I never liked that song. I don't know why. I like the Mamas and Papas, but never liked that one. I don't know why.
I'm still partial to Creek Alley.
Yeah, Creek Alley.
I like that.
Great.
Love Creek Alley.
That is fantastic.
Isn't Zalman Yanofsky of the Lovin' Spoonful? I think he's from Canada too.
He is. Zal Yanofsky. And because in the song that Doc was just talking about, Creek Alley, they talk about Zal and Danny. We're trying to make a penny, and then they get picked up, and then Zal goes off with the spoonful, and Danny gets picked up with the Mamas and Papas.
Middle school.
Yeah. Do You Believe in Magic? Summer in the City.
Great band. I
Daydream. I think it's what it's called. All three of those Spoonful songs are great.
I like 6 O'Clock, and that's a song that's not that popular.
That's a really good song. I like 6 O'Clock. I was like, and no one talks about it.
See, there's an example. When I was a child, I had the 45, and I didn't know the A from the B side.
Yeah.
I think that was the B side, and I played that, so I got to like it.
6 O'Clock's the A side.
Yeah, he was, and of course,
there's another one I like, Buffalo Springfield.
You also got Neil Young in there, Buffalo Springfield, and then of course Neil Young also. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and sometimes Neil Young. So
Buffalo Springfield, I have that song that I really like, Rock and Roll Woman. I like that one.
I've never been able to make it past the first album with them. I like songs off of it, but I don't like the whole thing.
Do you do like greatest hits or anything else, L7? Like for a band like Springfield, would you consider that?
I have the retrospective festive album, but like I have a what CD is it?
How about this younger girl?
I got this today.
Ugh.
This whole like, it's all the album.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
I got it when it came out. I thought I'd give him a try. I just never made it past the first album though.
Never heard of it.
It's a lot of stuff.
Tom's listening to Neil Young now.
Well, but Buffalo Springfield, besides, what's their big hit from the 60s? Like,
For what it's worth.
Yeah, that.
That's the only one I know by name.
Woodstock.
You'd know also, oh man, the one Neil Young wrote.
Mr. Soul.
Mr. Soul. Yeah.
Right.
Another Canadian, Moby Grapes, Skip Prokoff from Moby Grape.
Oh.
They trip at like 6 o'clock.
Something
I like
special.
Ringo's song 6 o'clock from Ringo 73. That's a fantastic song with Paul.
Yeah,
and
that's a good song. Yeah.
That's also a good song. Yeah.
It's written by Paul. Yeah, it's Paul and Linda sing on it.
Miranda, when the boys are talking, get in there, get both elbows and just bump them. And you can get a word in here and you can go, here's what I like. You just jump in there. Make it happen.
I just shake my head. Chuck Berry? Yep.
Nod your head. Nod your head.
Well, let's talk about Frank Sinatra. Miranda likes Frank Sinatra. That's the thing. A video I saw.
I really like Sinatra's song "That's Life" from 1965. I really like that one.
Which one?
Frank Sinatra, "That's Life," 1965.
Oh, yeah.
That's life.
Or maybe it's 66, 65, 66 ish.
What is it? I like Hole in the Head. The from the movie Hole in the Head, he did that, and he sings the song High Hopes, I think.
Yeah.
High Hopes is from that film. And I like Frank's version of
I don't know, Tom. I like Why Not quite a bit from the Ringo 2010 stuff. And even What's My Name? It's probably actually What's My
That's
Name
pretty
is
controversial, all right. But the song Wink, the Wink song Wings is one of the best things he's ever recorded from that album, I think.
Oh, definitely. Because the original Wink song from Ringo the Fourth is okay. You know, it's nice to hear, but he takes that and turns it back into a rocker on Ringo 2012.
I agree.
Especially that guitar riff through that version, it's great.
Where does Time Takes Time come in?
Oh, Time Takes Time is Ringo's best, one of his best albums, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's his best album after the Ringo self-titled album.
For me, the top three with him are Ringo 73, Time Takes Time, and What's My Name.
Well, that's my top three too. Yeah.
You got all three. That's all you need.
But you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to like that because it's 2019. What's my name? Nothing can be the '70s, early '70s.
I've never heard the album yet.
Really? Well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion of that. I think What's My Name is far superior overall to Egypt Station, but
yes, I would agree too.
Yeah, why not?
I like it. I own that album. It's a good one, Starman. I like it.
Why Not is my favorite album of the 2010s.
Goodnight Vienna. I like that album. In fact, I'm going to talk about this. Patrick, the vinyl archivist, who was here earlier, mailed these to me. He does
tell the kids what they are, the terabytes. Tell them.
Yeah, I'll get to that. He does vinyl rips on a very high-end turntable system, and they're done in FLAC file format. And Goodnight Vienna is actually one of the things that's on one of these. So, and I've heard the pressing of it. It sounds really good.
Yeah, there's some songs I like off Goodnight Vienna, but I don't. People think it's like a lot of people think it's his next best after Ringo. I don't think it is. But.
I mean, he put Goodnight as far as solo Beatles. Goodnight Vienna's on there. I think there's a couple Wings things on there. All Things Must Pass is on there.
Decent stuff. It might become the fourth favorite.
I don't know. Since Phil Spector recently, died. I was going to say I saw a video this morning. It was weird. It was the Merv Griffin show. Anybody ever see this? With Phil Spector comes on in 1966, and I forget Phil. There's another guy, Phil Foster. Does anybody know him? He all I could say is he played on Laverne and Shirley. This old guy, Phil Foster, played Laverne's father. Okay,
I remember
and
him. I remember
you know
how
the guy, right?
looked on that.
And there's a Merv Griffin show from '66 where they're on. He's talking to this Phil Foster, Laverne's father, in the show, and then they talk about Phil Spector. He comes on as a surprise guest, and they start fighting and arguing and insulting each other. And it's not fooling around, you know. Apparently, Phil Foster doesn't like, you know, rock and roll in 1966. And, you know, long hair. Phil Spector's got kind of a little long hair. I think it's his
The
real
thing
hair,
about
though.
Phil Spector, with me, the thing about Phil Spector is I can see past what kind of person he actually was, because, you know, the way he produced, his style of producing, especially in the early '60s with the girl groups and all that, that whole wall of sound thing is fantastic.
Yeah, it's, you know,
It just didn't work for anybody else.
He was just nuts. That's
He didn't pull a gun on Phil Foster, did he?
I mean, I'll use this as an example. There's a reason that Brian Wilson says that "Be My Baby" by the Ronettes is the best song he's ever heard.
No.
Did you guys know Phil Spector produced an album by the Ramones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Century.
That's how I was saying. That's how I got to watch. How I got into the Ramones videos this morning, because I was watching from Phil Spector, then the Ramones, and I was watching all their comments about working with him and how crazy he was. And
yeah.
And then this is the Ramones saying that.
Yeah, that's the album, End of the Century. It's actually a pretty decent album, but I mean, it's not as good as their first four, though.
If I could answer Mike Mason's question, I didn't know about that, so I'm not sure. If it's good, I'm good for him. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, the Ramones are definitely one of my favorite punk bands. Definitely one of my favorites. You know, the Clash too.
Yeah, I need to give them a little more. I mean, from what I've heard of them, I mean, the stuff I know, like, you know, the big one, Rock and Roll High School, Rockaway Beach, I Want to Be Sedated.
Yeah,
to me,
Rockaway
they sound like
Beach.
the same thing.
Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I mean that's part of the shtick, though, right?
Yeah.
Hey Joe, did you ever go to CBGB's?
No, I can't believe I never did in my life. That's crazy.
Because that'd be about in your era, you know, like if you were young, yeah, let's go to CBGB.
Yeah, no, but I never was there. No, can't believe it.
Wow. Okay, well, that's taking care.
Yeah, I had the opportunities, I guess, or time, you know, but
it was certainly thought of anyway. No.
But you know, but that time anyway, if we're talking late '70s punk and everything, I would, you know, I wouldn't be listening to any of that then at all.
What, Blondie might have been there.
Yeah, well, Blondie, I did like. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She was there. She was there a lot.
Yeah.
Here's a subject matter that bothers me, and you know, because I work in a grocery store, right? And they do play one ELO song in there. It's Mr. Blue Sky, but it's not the original by ELO. It's like it's faster paced, and Jeff Lynne sounds not like the Jeff Lynne on the ELO version. So maybe it's a solo version, but it sounds like it's faster paced and shorter. And it's like, just leave a good thing alone.
You probably inside the meat locker when you hear it.
I know what Brinley's talking about. Yeah.
You know, like those supermarkets.
Mr. Blue Sky is not even my favorite ELO song to begin with, but it's a great song. But there's some that I like better.
I like the Searchers, Starman. They're good.
Does everybody know who wrote Needles and Pins?
Jackie D. Shannon.
And
well, Jack
or
Jack Nietzsche. Some people say Sonny Bono had something.
I say Sonny Bono. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What's Sonny Bono?
Ooh. Oh, Tom says, hey, that's the 2012 recording, so it's not the original song.
Oh, yeah. See, that irritates me about, because my store's playlist is largely more modern choices of music. But I'll say this. When they do bring in some older songs to play, I always get a smile on my face, because they have Silly Love Songs, the original Wings version. They have Into the Line by the Wilburys, which is a fantastic song. But on the other hand, they got a re-recording of Mr. Blue Sky instead of the original. Like, why? And you know, they have have a cover version of "Working My Way Back to You" by the Four Seasons. That's like a crime against nature. They got
Jack
two,
Nietzsche,
not
yeah,
one,
Jack Nietzsche
two
with
cover
Neil Young.
versions of "Here Comes the Sun."
Jack Nietzsche he's all over the map. You'll see him on a lot of recording. It is Jack Nietzsche. I just looked it up. Jack Nietzsche and Sonny Bono wrote the song.
Okay.
But Nietzsche played with Neil Young, but he also played with a lot of other people. He shows up all over the place.
Needles and pins.
At the same time,
yeah, I love the part.
At the same time, though, I do have a great respect for them because they do play a lot of Elton John. They play they play Benny and the Jets, Crocodile Rock, and I think even Rocket Man.
I'm a Rocket Man.
Probably Daniel and stuff like that. But the music has gotten better over the last 10 years. At least your songs you recognize and not just the homogenized pretend pop noise.
We have a Maca total update. He has increased. He is now 395 subscribers.
Holy cow.
Macamania subscriber watch continues.
He wouldn't be that much if Final Richie hadn't made the shout out video.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what's great. You get these bigger channels to champion some of the smaller channels.
I mean, I've been staggering at 121 for a while.
I've done that in the past, and it usually works out fine. But then sometimes it's come back to bite me in the butt.
Which one backfired on you, Joe?
Well, I can't remember any specifics, but I wouldn't tell you anyway if I could remember. But I probably will think of them later. But
well,
no, usually it's fine. Usually it's fine. You get on there and say, hey, everybody, welcome to your new video, and I want to promote so-and-so and brand new member of,
Yeah.
And
they want,
I can bite you in the butt. Yeah.
Tom, I also love Elton John.
Elton John, now we can talk. Let's have a conversation. Elton John, that's right. I like Elton John a lot. Well, of course, the Biggies.
Here's my Elton John record.
Oh, yeah, you said you liked that album, right?
I like this album a lot because it has Island Girl on it, one of my faves.
When I was growing up, it was all that was it. Elton John was it.
Yeah,
the biggest thing going.
And this album actually didn't do well when it first came out, compared to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and Captain Fantastic.
Elton John was the 70s.
Yeah, and a lot of and Wings. Wings was pretty big too, but Elton John, I would say,
Elton John was the 70s.
I'd give it to Elton John.
Madonna was the 80s, and after that, I don't know.
I think I could be wrong.
Nothing 90s.
I think my copy's actually a promo copy. I could be wrong though.
Or one way to find out: look at the label.
Well, I don't know.
If it's a plain white label, you got something.
All right,
It'd just be like a stamp copy, though. Yeah.
What do you got?
Nah. I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Nah.
I don't know where I came up with the idea that it was.
Nah. 14 cents. Yeah.
14 cents.
I don't know. You probably find that in a bargain bin somewhere.
Although I never liked what Elton John did with Princess Diana.
That's a great CD.
I love this record, Tom.
Yeah, that's a good CD. This Four Seasons. I'm
got
singing
Opus 17 on it because Krager was saying Opus 70 is the best song of '66. Well, we got to make sure I have the best song of '66 in the collection.
Yeah.
What is the best song of '66? Let me think. Tomorrow Never Knows. No, I don't know. What?
I don't.
That song of
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church.
It's impossible.
Yeah, that could be it.
66. It's just impossible. There were so many great songs that came from it.
Well, see, at first I narrow it down to the Beatles, and then I got to pick the Beatles song.
There you go. Joe's right. Yeah, that's how I would do it.
That's not necessarily true. I got the best song of '68, I think it is, though. Judy in Disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Judy in Disguise with the glasses.
Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
No,
I love that song.
It's John someone in the Playboys. It's another guy. With
John Fred and his Playboy.
Was it John Fred for that one? What did Gary Lewis have? What was his band called?
He had This Diamond Ring and Count Me In, and
what was
the Playboys?
He had Gary Lewis and he had
and the Playboys. They both had Playboys.
They were both the Playboys?
No, the other one was his Playboy band. John
yeah.
Frenda's Playboy band.
Oh, and the one is Gary Lewis. That's why I got confused. Because of
But don't look,
Playboy.
don't ask me. All I know is the Beatles. That's all I know.
I think I actually agree with Tom's Vinyl Shack. Best song of '66, Good Vibrations.
Oh, you know, I could tell you that one. But I remember in 1970.
Boy, that does rate, Tom. That's a good.
They had the top 500, like a radio station in New York had like the top 500, and they counted them down. And number one was Good Vibrations of all time, you know, of all time. But that was also during the Sunkissed Orange commercials.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that, Joe. Like you remember when they had the Sunkissed commercials for Good Vibrations.
Yeah, they're ruining a song now. What's that song? Help me. It's Magic. Magic by
Pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a Sempic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sempic commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, they're ruining that
What's
song.
the other one?
Pilot? Did Pilot
They tried to ruin the Beatles song "Help" by playing a generic cover of it on the Google commercial.
Yeah, it didn't last
every
long.
Commercial with the Beatles now is a cover version because they can't afford the real one. So.
Yeah,
but to this day, every time I hear "I'll pick it up, good vibrations," I think of the sun-kissed orange taste sensation.
Wasn't there a commercial with Jennifer Aniston in it where they were playing a version of "All You Need Is Love"?
Wasn't there a diaper commercial or something for "All You Need Is Love" for a while?
I feel like there was.
Whenever I hear Good Vibrations, I see Mike Love's bald head on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Well, see, that was actually 2 years after the song originally came out.
Yeah, it was in '68. They were promoting.
Yeah, and Wayne dancing.
Oh, well, this is like the best conversation ever, but I'm having a feeling that I really should be doing something else right now.
Yeah,
I'm past dinner, too.
Yes, and the Steve and Matt show, it started a long time ago, so I hate to be taking some of their airwaves away from them. So maybe we should just knock this one down and just come back next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for allowing me on and hosting us.
Yes,
So
thank you.
Thanks everyone for being here.
Great.
We'll catch you all again next time, okay?
All right, look what I did. Okay, everybody.
Love you, Joe. Love you, Miranda.
Take care, everybody.
Great to see L7 on camera.
Good